What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I thought I told my daughter to change the time back to the normal time, and I even put the time up there because she don't know what military time is. But I did put 1935, and of course they put 1835. Just don't or 1830 or whatever they put up there. They just don't listen. But anyway, y'all, I am here. You know, I was at work. That's why I'm late. Thank you so much for coming in to check out my live tonight. Hope you guys had a good Thursday, a good work day. I had a good work day, been chilling, you know, went out, did a couple things. It worked. And now I'm back, y'all. So what's going on? What's going on? Y'all, today is the 20, what is the day? The day is the 28th or 29th. The day is the 29th. All right. So yeah, the weekend is almost here, y'all. What y'all got planned for the weekend? What do y'all got planned for the weekend? I don't know what I'm gonna do this weekend. Oh man, I really don't. Um, man. Hey Terrain, I know you came by and showed support. You're probably over there playing your game now. Thank you so much for showing support though. And welcome to everybody in the bushes. Y'all don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like what you see. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed and hit the bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos, y'all. All right. All right. And check out my other videos as well. I just put up a new video today. My daughter, when she was 16, we went to the park and she was up there practicing some dance routine and stuff. She was dancing to Formation by Beyonce, but of course, when I try to put it up there like that, it was blocked. So I had to actually add different music to it. You can still hear Formation in the background, but you know, YouTube and copyright people don't hear it, you know, so they left it up and everything. But anyway, y'all, tonight it's Free Fall Thursday. I'm gonna do an open panel. Let me change this right here and just change this real quick. This little how do you change this? My ass, I forgot how to change the damn thing right here. I think you do it right here. Let me do it like this. Shit. This is what happens when you come up here and you be just walking through the door and you're trying to come in here and do um you know, a video, a live. This is a hard little job, y'all. Y'all just don't know doing all this. I don't want this to scroll across the thing. Let me see. I'm gonna just do open panel too. If anybody want to come up tonight, they can come up. All right. All right. So let me put that up there. Pre-fall Thursday and breaking news. Open panel. When I get ready to do that, that's when I'll put that up there. Okay, so we got that up there, y'all. Let me go ahead and do the Copyright Disclaimer Act, which obviously says um, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. All right, y'all. I didn't even get a chance to take off none of my stuff, my jewelry, or anything. Everything is still on because I just actually just walked through the door. I just walked through the door, you know. So I won't be doing none of that right now. All right. So before we go ahead and do our topic tonight, we are going to go ahead. Let me just put some of this thing because I didn't get a chance to do anything. I think I'm gonna come on tomorrow. If I don't come on tomorrow, then I'm gonna come on Saturday because I do have something to do tomorrow. Um, and if I get back in time, I will do a live. If I don't get back on time, I'll do that live on Saturday. Just letting y'all know straight up. Sometimes on Fridays, I be having other plans and it just, you know, goes over the time and then I don't get here in time. So if I don't get here in time tomorrow, I will come on Saturday instead of tomorrow. Okay. So I got a couple updates before we start off with our topic tonight on some breaking news, y'all. That music is so daggone loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. Let's turn it down a little bit. Okay, I do have some, like I said, some updates on some news information. Okay, let me change my glasses as well. Let's see. So y'all, let me go ahead and go over this breaking news real quick. See if this boy responded to me. No, he must be out somewhere. Nope, he did not respond back. So he probably out on a date or something. Talking about my friend, my coaching friend. He probably out on a date or something with some chick. Who knows? Okay, here we go. So y'all already know that Madonna is, I told you about this yesterday. I'm pretty sure you've seen it all over YouTube, the news, or whatever else, Entertainment Tonight, or whatever. Okay, so anyway, Madonna is in ICU. They said that her deathly condition was secret for days, y'all. But I think now she's doing way better. Before, though, allegedly the family was preparing for her death. Now, I don't know how true that is. I'm just basically reading from an article. Okay. But anyway, like I told you guys yesterday, the news that I had yesterday, I said that she was recovering, still in ICU, but recovering. Okay. Anyway, so this right here said that a family member revealed that Madonna's relatives were preparing for the worst because her condition was so grave. On Saturday, a 64-year-old woman was discovered unconscious in New York and hurried to the intensive care unit where she was reportedly intubated overnight. On Wednesday, her manager, Guy Oziri, announced that she was suffering from a serious bacterial infection and needed time to recover. So she was postponing her tour, which was scheduled to commence on July the 15th in Vancouver. A relative of the Michigan-born singer told DailyMail.com that they spent several traumatic days unassured of her prognosis. A family member stated that Madonna's startling collapse was a wake-up call for her, as she believes she is invincible and has been preparing for her tour by pushing herself to the limit, which is not good at 60-some years old. The relative stated for the past few days, no one really knew where this was headed, and her family was preparing for the worst. Therefore, it has been kept a secret since Saturday. Madonna has 6 children, and I'm not going to go over their names and stuff. Y'all know she got 6. The New York Post reported that throughout her hospitalization, her daughter, who is 26, was by her side, her oldest daughter. Um, they said that she frequently posts tributes to her 92-year-old father and maintains close relationships with several of her siblings. Okay. And then 66-year-old Anthony passed away in February from pharynx cancer and respiratory failure. I guess that's probably her siblings, Madonna, and her sisters and all of them. I guess they was there, at the hospital or whatever the case is. And they said that all the siblings did maintain a low profile, and it brought an unexpected family member said that, not an unexpected family member, but a family member told DailyMail.com that her unexpected hospitalization brought them together. And the relative also stated that all of Madonna's family members have come together over this. Okay. According to sources close to the performer, she has been rehearsing 6 days per week to ensure that her tour is flawless. Another revealed that her perfectionism was driving everyone up the wall. Madonna announced earlier this year that she would initiate her celebration tour to commemorate the 40th anniversary of her musical career. The 84th date world tour was scheduled to begin on July the 15th at Rogers Arena in Vancouver. But Oziri revealed in an Instagram post that those dates were postponed due to her health crisis, and they will be rescheduled later. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so again, our prayers are extended out to Madonna and her family, and hopefully she makes a full recovery, and hopefully she is doing way better and everything. All right, so let's see here. These damn things came on here. Let me just see what's going on here. Okay. All right. Let's see what some of these commenters are saying here. Okay. Somebody said, Cat Cutler said, don't trust any media for the truth. Okay. Another person said, I read an article an hour ago that said she was recovering nicely. OMG. And we are supposed to trust the lamestream media. Yeah, because like I told y'all before, yesterday I just read one to you guys, and it said that she was recovering. She was still in ICU, but she was recovering and things like that, and they was expecting her to make a full recovery and stuff. Okay, this dude right here named Odo, or the girl, whoever it is, said she sold her soul to Lucifer a long time ago. He has used her to lead many away from Christ. Now Satan is calling her down. Okay. Somebody else named Scooter said she's old. She lived a weird life, very abstract, liberal, off the rail lifestyle. I don't believe the media about anything, though. She may be visiting the hospital. Okay. Somebody said, yeah, okay, don't think you could accomplish what she's done. Old, still young, good age. All right. Let's see. Joe, okay. Somebody else said she's recovering well. Just saw that on the news. Whoever writes some of these articles ought to be ashamed. Fake news. Somebody said she's probably recovering with a tube down her throat. They said only 1 day of that ICU. I don't know. There's no telling. Okay, but like I said yesterday, the news that I got said that she was still in ICU, but she was recovering, and they expect for her to make a full recovery. And she did have a serious bacterial infection. That's what I read yesterday. Okay, all these different news articles, and all these different YouTube people putting up stuff. I don't know. Like I just said, hey, Don Player. All I know is that I just basically read what I see. When that picture is a trip. All right. But anyway, let me go ahead and read the next one. Okay, the next news article before I start this crazy ass live I'm getting ready to do in a minute. All right. I got to tell y'all about this news because you need to know. You need to know what's up. All right. So anyway, y'all, I know y'all tired of hearing about this Titan, but I just got to tell you, the Titan sub. Anyway, the Ocean Gate. Wait. CBS reporter who rode on the Titan sub in 2022 doesn't think Ocean Gate CEO Stockton Rush was a con man. He said that he basically just believed in his design. And you know what, y'all? I think the same thing. I don't really think he was a con man. Okay. You know how some people get, they'd be all like, especially millionaires and billionaires, people with real money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real money. A lot of these people are so high strung, especially when they like invent things. You just really can't tell some of them anything, and they just be having so much faith in what they constructed. You know what I'm saying? I just believe that's what he was all about. He just really has so much confidence in what he constructed. Plus, he probably thought he could do no wrong. And he was probably a little arrogant and things like that. So we know how that goes. You got broke people who do the same thing every day, or people who got a little bit of money. They be thinking they're the world and they really aren't. You know what I'm saying? They think they know everything, but they really don't. They do a little something and they got the broadcaster to the whole entire world, and just there's no wrong there. So he's probably was somewhat similar. He invested in this little sub, and he just probably thought he really, accomplished something. You know what I'm saying? And let's see what this man is talking about. So anyway, he said that I don't need to read that part right there. Let's see. We don't need to do that. He said, I don't think Rush was a con man. He believed in his design enough to trust it with his own life many times over. So he rode in that thing many times. So again, I think he was very confident. Okay. Point blank. I think hey, Elisa, how you doing, girl? I think he was very confident, and he just did not think that he made a sloppy ass machine. I really believe that's what he thought. Because if he was a con man, do you think he would really get in that machine? And he got in it so many times. It went down in the ocean at least 3 or 4 times. Okay. And he did it every time. So I don't think if he was a con man, he would have got inside of that submersible vessel himself, because he knew that it would, eventually implode or explode or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he was a con man. I just think he was like a lot of other people. They be so damn arrogant. They think they know every damn thing. When they build stuff, especially when people be like millionaires and billionaires, they be on a whole nother damn level. Okay. And that's on everything. People be thinking they got money and shit. They can hang with these people. These people be on a whole nother level. I'm not gonna lie. I met a couple of them back in a whole group of millionaires back in let me see, because my daughter was born in in 2003. Okay. And I had actually just That's what I think too, Elisa. He was just overly confident, but he wasn't a con man. I don't believe he was one in either. And like I said, big millionaires and stuff, um, act totally different. Because like I was getting ready to say, back in 2003, we was at a restaurant, a really nice restaurant, and I had just had my daughter Angela, and she was a baby. And these group of people started talking to us, okay? And I could tell they had a lot of money. You can just look at them and tell, you know what I'm saying? They just looked like they had a lot of money. And so they wanted to hold my baby. I let them and everything. And then they invited us, me and David, to their table to eat too with them. We actually sat down with them and ate with them. Child, before we sat down though, I whispered in David's ear and told him, don't tell these people you are a owner operator. That's what, don't tell these people you're an owner operator. I was like, you tell them you own a fleet of trucks. That's what I told him to say. When we sat down at the table, and David went right along with it too, y'all. It's so funny. So when we sat down at the table, look, y'all, they started talking about their different damn professions and shit and just doing the most. And I just sat there listening. And then they asked my husband, what did he do? And he said exactly what I told him to do. He is an owner operator. So he just, obviously said his name, which is the name of his trucking, his business. But, we just said that it was for, he owned a whole fleet of trucks. But they were talking about everything, y'all. I'm not going to lie. And, I was pretty impressed because they did invite us to sit down and eat with them. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell it was nothing but money at that table. And I'm not talking about no little bitty peon money either, because they was talking about everything. And we just was sitting there listening. And David, I don't think he really knew what to say once he said he owned a fleet of trucks and stuff. So I started talking and answering, the other questions and stuff like that, because like I said, I majored in business, and I can come, I can say, I can come up with stuff real quick. And that's exactly what I did. It was so damn funny though. I couldn't believe that they invited us to their table. So all I'm saying is that like really rich people, they act totally different. So this dude right here, the CEO, like Elisa said, he probably was like overly confident. He think he probably know everything, in regards to building that submersible vessel. And he just probably thought he was doing a good thing. And it never, even though it had minor problems, he probably never thought that it would have a major problem where it would cause an implosion or an explosion or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he would have got on it if he thought that. And he has been on that thing so many, at least 3 or 4 times, if not more than that. Because you know what? The media don't know exactly how many times he's been in it. He could have been in it more than 3 or 4 times. Okay. And then I also have another article here that said that he was also working on a airplane. Can you believe that? So I'm gonna tell you guys about that as well. But I don't think he was a con man, and I don't really need this guy to say it because I just don't believe he was a con man, you know. But I'm glad he did stick up for him and tell the world that he was not a con man, because a lot of people start talking about you when something happened, but before it happened, they was probably congratulating him and saying, "Oh wow, he accomplished a lot." But as soon as something happens, people turn. They do the same thing on social media, y'all. We're gonna be talking about that tonight. Let's see. So here we go. So let's see, wait a minute, hold up. It's another story that I have here where it says that he was getting ready to do an airplane. I'm not joking. I saw that earlier somewhere. If I come back to it, let me see. Yeah, here it is right here. It said man who pulled out the Titan sub trip, who pulled out of the Titan sub trip with his son, said Stockton Rush flew to convince them on an experimental plane he built himself. So he had already built the plane. You know what I'm saying? The airplane. Let me see what they're saying right here, real quick, y'all. Okay, so this is a father and son who pulled up. They obviously didn't go on the trip. So they say he flew to convince them on an experimental plane that he built. It didn't work. Their seats went to another father and son duo who died. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I don't know what they be going into 2 different stories. Okay, let's see what they said that at. Let's see. So yeah, let me see what they say right here. Hold on. Let me go down a little bit because all I want to hear about is the plane. Okay, so here we go right here. So Bloom said that Rush came to visit him after he and his son expressed concerns about his trip. After he questioned why Rush was landing at North Las Vegas Airport rather than one of the city's other airports. Rush said that he was coming in on a two-seater experimental plane that he built, according to Bloom. And I started to think about it. He's coming in on a two-seater experimental plane to pitch me to go on a five-seater experimental sub that he built down to the ocean, floor. I mean, to see the Titanic. So let me finish reading this. He said Bloom said he understood that Rush had a different risk appetite than I do. I'm a pilot. I have my helicopter's pilot license. I wouldn't even get into that experimental aircraft. Sean, the son, told CNN that he had raised concerns about the submersible safety, including about its, structure and integrity. And with his father, he said he became concerned after watching videos of Rush explaining how the vessel worked, and that he saw a lot of red flags. Hey, Jedediah Gaming, thank you for coming in, hon. He said, I just didn't think it could survive going that low into the ocean. And his father agreed with his concerns, but when they tried to ask Stockton questions, he kind of brushed it off a little bit, Sean said. Instead, their seats went to another father and son, which were the two that got killed, y'all. Who obviously, I just say he died on the submersible implosion. Okay. Let's see. So we already know that Jeff J. Bloom made all this, addressed all these concerns, but now he's telling everybody that Stockton Rush flew to meet him to convince him to get on the submersible vessel. He flew in on a little plane, that a two-seater that he made, I guess, constructed, and it was experimental. So this man did like to take risk. Again, I think he was very confident in himself. Okay, actually overly confident, and I think he just thought that his stuff wouldn't fail because shit, he had to be thinking like that because who the hell would be riding in a plane that they just built or in that submersible vessel? Okay, that is crazy. And then he was warned many times, like I told you guys before. So this is a trip, y'all. All these different things that I keep on finding. You know what I'm saying? And look at this little psycho right here. Hold on. Let me just do. I got to tell y'all about this because this is what I'm talking about when I be telling you about these men who like to fight women. Okay, there's just so many articles. You hardly see articles where women are doing things like this to men. Okay, and I'm not trying to be funny, but it's just the truth. Let me just put this over here real quick because I got to just talk about that too. Okay, let's go ahead. So then another story is that I'm going to show you guys the footage of the debris recovered from the Titan submersible. Okay, and they claim that it's truly hunting. Okay, I think I tried to show you guys some of this yesterday. I'm not sure, but today, if it comes open, I'm going to show it to you. Let's see. So, okay, I'm going to show y'all this. Now, let me turn this damn stuff down real quick. This music, because I got an actual video. Let me make sure it don't go out. Okay, so again, this is a video off of TikTok. Copyright protect. My copyright thing is there. Okay, so we're going to watch this real quick. Okay, hold up. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Wait, where's the sound at? Let's see if we can do this. Oh my God. Oh, I got to go back to it. Y'all, this happens every day going time. Let's see. Let's go back to it again. News break. I'm going to have to get another news source. I'm sick of news break, y'all. Let's see if it come back open. Let's see if it will. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. See, the damn sound is not on, and by the time I get the sound on the damn video, let me just show it to y'all because I don't see shit. At least you can see this is all the debris they got out of the daggone ocean. You can see it real good. Look at it. All of that inside that container right there that they pulled up out of the ocean. That is the Titan's submersible vessel debris. The wreckage stuff and everything. And they also found some body parts as well. Hold on, let me see if I can go back to that again so we can see that one more time. So we can watch that one more time, y'all. This is a shame, though. Damn. So many lives was just ended that day. That's why, y'all, you got to do what you need to do and enjoy life and not spend it arguing and acting stupid on YouTube and in the real world, because you never know when your time is up. Look at that, all that stuff right there. Look at all that stuff, y'all. I can't wait till they try to put it back together or whatever they do or examine it or however they do to find out if they can find out exactly what happened. That's a shame. Mm-mm-mm. Damn. So let's see what part we just saw. So let's see. So they said all the pieces that have currently been recovered from the Titan wreck were brought to a pier in St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada, the place from where the fated Ocean Gate expedition originally set out. According to the AP, which is the Associated Press, the pieces of the wreckage will play a key part into the investigation behind why the sub suffered such a catastrophic failure. So when they get ready to look at all this stuff, they're going to be able to tell, hopefully. Now, among the pieces recovered from the debris field where the submersibles sole viewing port, which is the large rounded piece shown in the beginning of the clip, and then a piece containing a large amount of wiring and electric components, likely integral to the sub's control. The design of the sub has been heavily critiqued throughout the search and subsequent investigation, especially for its bare bones control system operating off a Logitech video game controller with a Bluetooth connection. Okay, but I thought they said they use those in some subs. So why was it so hard to believe that's what he used if they use these in subs that the Navy operates? That's what they said. I'm just telling you guys what they said. Okay, let's see. They said, but behind the pieces of the wreckage lies a more grisly fact. In a statement on Wednesday, the U.S. Coast Guard said they recovered human remains. At least that's what they think they are. Okay. These remains will also be medically analyzed as part of the accidents investigation in the hopes that a submersible catastrophe as bad as this one can be prevented from ever happening again. So I guess sometime next week they will be letting us know more information regarding that. But again, they did show you some of the things that they found. I mean, that they were able to recover from the ocean, and you guys can check that out on YouTube. Not on YouTube, but probably on YouTube too, but definitely on TikTok. And then you can look at the article, and then you can try to figure out what part is what. Okay, because it's going to be hard for me to do that and read the parts at the same time. I actually probably could. Let's see. Go back to that story real quick. I don't know because the video goes off so damn quick. You can't barely show it before it goes off so quick. That's what I'm telling you guys. You may need to go look at that yourself because I cannot begin to try to show you. Let me see. So we can see the wires and stuff. And that must be the other part they were talking. Well, the first one is probably the other part they were telling us about. They're not even talking in this video, so okay. So again, you can check this out on today's show actually, and then you can go down to the article and then try to figure out which part. Anyway, that first part we saw at the beginning of the clip was the piece containing a large amount of wiring and electrical components. Okay, that's what that was. So, man, again, my prayers and condolences are expressed out to the victims' family members and everything. And may all of the victims rest in peace, y'all. That's sad. It's still sad a whole 2 weeks later, you know? And if I get any more updates on this article, I'll let you guys know, okay? Okay, next article, y'all. A man with a history of domestic violence, and he also had an active restraining order against him. He allegedly stabbed a woman to death in front of their children. Yeah, This is why I say time and time again, when you are with these violent ass men, oh, that's good, hon. Okay, when you are with these violent ass men, who like to fight and throw tantrums and start hollering and screaming or whatever the case is, you need to think about what you need to be doing, because a lot of times these people are violent, okay, and it ends to a disaster. It ends with in a disaster. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, y'all, a California mother of three was stabbed to death in front of her children by a man with a history of domestic violence who had an active restraining order against him, according to the police in the Golden State. This is the lady right here, which is probably his girlfriend or wife, whatever the case is, and he stabbed her to death. I don't know what she saw in this dude, because he definitely looks like a fucking weirdo. Okay, and that's on everything. But you know how we women be. Okay, you know how we be. All right. Anyway, Rodrigo Bravo, 32, was arrested on one count each of murder, child endangerment. This dude, he almost called him another name. This dude is on probation. So he has a probation violation and a violating a restraining order, according to a press release issued by the Salinas Police Department. Salina is the country or county seat of Monterey. I think that's Monterey County in Northern California. Late Sunday afternoon, SPD officers arrived at a residence on Natividad Road in the neighborhood of the same name. The victim, Eleni Taboo, 30, was found stabbed multiple times. Police said her two toddler age children were there when officers arrived. Responding officers performed CPR on the dying woman before she was transported in grave condition to a local hospital where she died of her injuries, the police department said. The resulting investigation determined that Tabo had an active restraining order against Bravo, the father of her young children. A GoFundMe page by the victim's family aims to return the deceased woman's body to her ancestral home. I know I just said that wrong. Where she was born. Okay. Anyway, that's crazy. That is crazy, man. Anyway, he turned himself in on Sunday by 5:30 p.m. after reportedly first showing up at the county jail. When the man walked into the jail lobby, he spoke with a staff member working at the front desk. Okay. There is conflicting information about what was said in that conversation. There is also conflicting information about his physical appearance and demeanor while in the lobby. After many minutes, he walked out of the facility. The defendant appeared in court on Wednesday. During his arraignment, he pleaded not guilty to 6 felony counts, including 1 count of murder in the second degree, 2 counts of causing great bodily harm to a child, and 1 count of violating court order domestic violence restraint order. Okay, I don't know why people take that order as a joke. The next one is assault likely to cause great bodily injury and inflicting corporal injury on a spouse or partner. So he has 6 felony charges. He had the to plead nerve to plead not guilty. Anyway, court documents obtained by KION alleged that Bravo used a kitchen knife to kill the mother of his 2 children. The defendant was previously convicted of injuring her and of violating a court order within the last year. The active restraining order against Bravo was issued in November 2021. It was a domestic violence restraining order so that when that happens, they have been convicted of a domestic violence crime. And that's the only way to get a domestic violence restraining order. Okay. Police said the toddlers who witnessed the killing of their mother are two in one. The 2-year-old is a boy and the 1-year-old is a girl. We were on the phone. She was telling me how she was done with him. Car told KION. She was telling me how she wanted to move out here to Reno, Nevada and be with me, bring her kids out here. So who is that? She wanted to be with me. Car, who was Car? Let me see who Car is. Is that her brother or let me see. Car. Wait. Car. Let me see who Car is, y'all. Hold on. Car. Okay, that's her younger brother. Okay, so her younger brother, Car, Alex, his name is Alex. Yeah, Alex Carr. He was saying that she was going to move out there. She wanted to move out to Reno, Nevada with her 2 kids to live out there with him, you know. Anyway, they set that man's bill at just over $1 million. And he is scheduled to be back in court on July the 26th. Yeah, that's sad. Okay, so a commenter said, why do people think restraining orders do a damn thing? They are just paper. Protect women for God's sake. The thing about it, if you know, as a woman, if you know you have a violent ass man, and even if you file a restraining order, for real, what do you really think that's going to do? People are not scared of restraining orders. So you know what you need to do. You know exactly what you need to do. You need to go and get yourself a G and learn how to use it and be waiting on the psycho. So when he come to your house with that bull crap, acting stupid, when he first come to the door, you go get it. So when he get at that door and start acting stupid and violent, then you go ahead and protect yourself. Point blank. I don't know why they don't tell people to protect themselves even when they do a restraining order. What is a piece of paper going to do? Yeah, if they don't do anything violent to you, they just come by your house, you can call the police and say they violated the restraining order, then they get picked up. But what if they're coming by your house to do something to you? It's not going to do anything. So for me, if you know you are with a violent person, a man, and you know he already did things to you, you know, that caused bodily injury or harm or whatever the case is, or he was fighting you know, good and damn well, you should be buying yourself some protection just in case. Don't just do that restraining order. Get prepared, because you know these men be going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else said, "Why say allegedly when he admitted to the crime? Piece of shit loser cost the world someone who was much better than him, guaranteed." Michelle said, "Why would a pretty woman like that even consent to date something that looks like that? Looks are deceiving, but he looks deranged." And I said the same thing when I saw him. I was like, what the hell? You know? Kim said, restraining orders don't mean shit. And if you call the police, time they get there, you could be dead. People with domestic violence charges should be kept in jail and tell these women to defend themselves. Here you go. This is the very reason to teach your daughters G safety. That paper does nothing against a weapon. Somebody said she was slumming with him. I don't know what the hell these people are talking about. Let's see what this person said. Here we go. These pathetic laws need to be completely changed. Not to one woman who ever got this restraining order paper saved her life. Women need to learn how to use a GUN because these abusers will not willingly give up the power trip they hold over a victim. Get a GUN, go to the GUN safety class immediately. Talk to your instructor. I know they will not deny you answers to your questions or extra time practicing. My husband is a firearms instructor and raised daughters. He is a firm believer in our constitutional rights. He's a veteran and he knows the evil that is in this world. And I agree. For real. For real. And that's on everything. My condolences are expressed out to the lady's family and her kids and stuff. And you know, my prayers are with them. And it's just sad that he did this. And I hope they really, really charge him and convict him on every single account that they charged him on. I hope they get every single one of them on him, because that's ridiculous. And I hope he stay in jail for life. And I hope they hit the shit out of him in jail. Okay, that is crazy. Somebody said, "So sick of this crap. Execute the bastard. He wastes. He's a waste of space." Okay. Why can't some folks just move on? Just crew. That's what I'm talking about. Just can't move on. But then again, these women got to stop taking these weirdos back too, and get away from them. Somebody say he ugly, nasty looking, selfish, coward, savage. Didn't even consider these innocent, helpless children. He don't give a F about his kids, because if he gave a F about his kids, he wouldn't be killing their mom and beating her ass. Okay. And again, what did she see in this dude? My God. Okay, let me show y'all him again. For real, for real. He looks older than 32. And then he was on probation already for, you know, obviously fighting her, you know. And sometimes, ladies, you just got to get up and move without telling him too. Just sneak on out. When you go to work, have your shit together. You don't have to take everything in the house. Just take your basic stuff. And don't go somewhere he think you at either. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll come there too. You know what I'm saying? So you got to protect yourself for real, for real. I helped the lady escape her abusive husband, even though she tried to pretend like he wasn't abusive. I know he was, because she was doing too much running, too much hiding, too much looking behind her shoulders. That is crazy. So here's another article, y'all. A 2-month-old baby has bruised eyes. Mom was sickened to discover what the dad was doing. Okay, and I'm just gonna let you guys know exactly what he was doing. I'm not even gonna read this whole story, because it's a trip. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Let's see. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna tell you, because I don't see the story up here anymore. Anyway, her husband was taking condiments like ketchup packages, and he was, um, I guess, putting it in the baby's eyes. You know, I guess when the baby was crying too much or whatever the case is. But anyway, it was abuse. Okay, and when the mom found out, obviously she called the police, and the dad was arrested. That is crazy. Why would you put condiments in your child's eyes? You know, and I think the baby's eyes became bruised, okay, and everything, and that's what made the mom, aware that he could be possibly, abusing her child. That is crazy. But I think the little child is okay right now. They took the article down, but I had read the article earlier just to see exactly what happened. Okay, so anyway, my prayers are extended out to the little child and to the mom, and hopefully, they keep that dad in jail, because that's ridiculous. That's where he needs to be at, in jail. Also, he needs to go get some mental evaluation, because why would you be putting ketchup or mustard inside your baby's eyes? Probably because the baby was crying, but that's crazy. Who does that? That's why y'all better watch who y'all be getting babies with, who y'all have sex with and stuff like that. Anyway, y'all, another story about Madonna. They say Madonna ignored health problems for weeks before hospitalization. Okay. They said she was so determined to practice for her tour that she overlooked any type of signs. Okay. Oh, thank you, Willie Jilly. God bless you too. And I hope you're having a good day too. Good evening. Um, let's see, when did she start? She was fighting a low-grade fever for 1 month before her body could no longer take it, y'all. They said she mostly ignored her symptoms because she was determined to practice for her upcoming tour that was initially scheduled to kick off on July the 15th. So she did have some type of warning signs before she actually collapsed, like most people do. Sometimes we just overlook the warning signs. I say all the time that your body gives you warning signs, and people just overlook them, just like Madonna did, because she was so into trying to practice for her tour that she probably just thought she had a little cold or something like that. She probably didn't think she had a bacterial infection or anything. But again, hopefully she recovers completely and she's doing well. And again, my prayers are extended out to her. All right. But you cannot ignore certain symptoms or warning signs when your body is trying to let you know that something is not right. That's why a lot of people die every year, because they ignore certain things, especially like when it comes to heart attacks and strokes and things like that, and urinary tract infections and things like that. You got to go to the doctor, point blank, no matter what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see how many more. Okay, we got news break here, news break. I forgot to put the thing. Oh, I did put it up there. Okay, let's see. So we cover those two. Okay, y'all know that sister of Martin Luther King Jr. dies at age 95. Her name is Christine King Ferris. Well, she died at age 95. Let me see what day she died, y'all, real quick. And let me get some water. My voice always be sounding tripped out when I get on this live. Let's see. Let me take Shine or Sheen or whatever they call it. Oh. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, she died. Let me see, when did she die? Does this? Oh, she died on Thursday, last Thursday morning. Okay. Let me see, what did she die of? This is her right here. I guess this is her thing they have for her. 95 years old. She was blessed to live to be 95 too. A long life. Wow. Let's see. What did she die? Probably of old age, but anyway, again, that is Martin Luther King Jr.'s sister. She died on Thursday, last Thursday. She was 95 years old. Let's see. They said she embodied what it meant to be a public servant. She spent her life fighting for equality and against racism in America. And they don't say what she died of, but she probably died of old age because she was 95. Anyway, still my prayers are with the family and my condolences are expressed out to the family, and may she rest in peace. Okay, I don't know. Okay, let's go and see what is next, guys, here in this breaking news. So we covered all of those. It was a woman out here where I live at, y'all, who was attacked she was attacked by a swarm of bees, okay? And she had to be hospitalized, okay? That's crazy, man. She must be allergic to bees. I'm allergic to bees, and fire ants, but let me see exactly what happened to this lady real quick, y'all. News break takes so long to upload. Damn. Or either this is bootleg T-Mobile. They start this shit every day, I'm telling you. T-Mobile gonna make me mad one day, and I'm just gonna cancel their little damn phones. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, this shit sucks, man. Don't you ever get T-Mobile, y'all. Don't. I did look at this story earlier, but I don't remember it. All I do know is that she got attacked by a swarm of bees, okay, by her house. And I know she was hospitalized. I don't know how many bit her, stung her or anything. This news article won't even come up now. I don't know why. Let me try to do this one more time. Let's see. Where is this at? Okay, let's try it one more time and see if it'll come up. Y'all remember my phone did this yesterday too. It just started acting crazy. So that story won't come up, y'all. But anyway, if it come up tomorrow, I'll let you guys know. But I did just basically tell you the most important things about the story, that she was attacked by a swarm of bees by her house, I believe. Probably a bee's nest or something there, a beehive. And they bit her, I guess. They stung her, and she had to be hospitalized. Okay. But again, like I said, I'll tell you guys about this tomorrow because I don't know why it won't open now. This damn crazy ass T-Mobile service is just ridiculous. Every day I start this shit. Let's see here. So we already covered these. Okay, I'm not going to read this stupid ass lottery shit because this is not really true. They said in this article that some people buy 5 lottery tickets at one time, right? And then usually when they buy 5 tickets, like if the ticket costs 20 or 30 or 40, $50, you usually get a winning ticket. I don't believe that shit because I have bought 10 tickets at one time and there was no winners. I just think when you win, you just win. Okay. Even when I go to the casino, I don't do all this weird stuff that everybody else do. They be rubbing the machines and shit. They be praying at the machine. They be doing the most. Okay. I don't do all that shit because it's like, for me, I just think if you're gonna win, you're gonna win. Much like the day when I went a couple of weeks ago. As soon as I sat down, no lie, I was only playing with $30 I had to play with. I'm so cheap, y'all. Anyway, I just put one $20 bill in the machine. As soon as I put the money in there, it started hitting, and it kept on hitting all night. And I played with their money, and I ended up winning like money, a nice little amount of money. Then I gave my daughter $20, and she won. After a couple of spins, she won $460. So that was pretty good. And all that night, I kept on winning, winning, winning. Just only one problem is that I do not know how to play like a gambler. I be playing cheap. I should have walked out that casino with hundreds of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Not no little $400 or anything like that. I should have been walking out of that casino with some real money because my ass kept on hitting. I was there for an hour and a half. I didn't even use my money. I used $20 of my money and won. The rest of the night, I was winning with their money. And then I took the money that I won in one lump sum and I kept that. And I put money in the machine, a $20 bill, and I started winning again. And I just played with their money and then just took money away from that and cashed it out. I cashed out that money and then I put the money in my purse and I just played with, whatever was on the machine. So if I would have been playing right there, I would have walked out of there with some money for real. My ass is so cheap, it's ridiculous. Okay, so here we go. One more story for the night, and then that's going to be it. Okay, so they said the BBB alerts of marijuana dispensary scams. Here is what you need to know. They also got some recalls too, guys. I forgot what they are, but if I see it on here, I'll let you guys know. You can always go to the FDA on Google and it will tell you a complete list of the recalls. Okay, you can always do that. Again, this phone is acting crazy. I forgot about that. So I'm gonna have to stop with the breaking news, restart this stupid ass phone again, and probably try to tell you guys that story tomorrow. And here I am cutting off the phone. I mean, taking pictures. Let me restart this phone again. I remember yesterday I had to do the same thing. So anyway, that's going to be it with breaking news, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the breaking news. Like I said, if I get any more updates on any of the stories that I just told you about, I'll let you guys know tomorrow or Saturday if I don't come on tomorrow, okay? Because like I told you before, I do have a prior engagement tomorrow, and I don't know exactly what time it will be over, if I'll make it back home in time. But if I do make it back home in time, I'll do the live at 7:35. If not, I'll do it on Saturday at 7:35. Okay. Hopefully I will make it in time though and stuff. So now we're gonna go ahead and T-Mobile stinking ass. We're gonna talk about the topic tonight. A good thing. It's a good thing. Is it a good thing? No, I say it is a good thing to let go of losers and liars. People in your life who is causing a lot of fucking problems. You know what I'm saying? We need to let these type of people go, y'all. And that's on everything. Let me go up and turn on this light real quick first. All right? And close these blinds because it's dark here now. And like I told y'all, when I came home, I didn't get a chance to change, take out my jewelry. I didn't do anything. I just came straight here to this computer to do this live for y'all. Because I know it's late on the East Coast and stuff. And I don't want y'all to be staying up trying to watch shades too. You know what I'm saying? You should be asleep and everything. Okay, here we go. Let me turn this other light on because I don't like being in the dark. And it's kind of cold in my room, but that's good because then I won't be sweating. All right, so let's turn that on. Let me close one more blind, y'all, because I don't like leaving my blinds open. And I'll be thinking of fucking somebody flashing lights through my damn window, looking at my place. So I like to close my blinds up when it's starting dark. Because let me tell y'all something. A couple times here, when I was here, I had the blinds open at night. We saw some flashing lights, like taking pictures and shit. And I don't know what the hell it is. So I was like, I'm not leaving no blinds open. And then my daughter told me the other day, y'all, my ass looking so cute today. I got on my little cute pants, looking just right in them. But anyway, my daughter told me that the other night she had the blinds open on the patio. and she saw like a flashing light taking like it's taking pictures and shit. And so I was like, you know what, close the blinds at night, because y'all be thinking of weird shit at night. I be thinking of, y'all get ready to laugh, I be thinking of like flying saucers and shit flying around, right? And some little fucking aliens or something. It's like taking pictures and shit, trying to think of, just trying to figure out who they want to grab and shit. I've been thinking of weird shit, y'all. Y'all would be laughing if I told y'all everything I'd be thinking of. So that's why I close my damn blinds. I'm not gonna lie. That is why I close them, because I don't want nobody, doing no weird shit. But it's probably like the Air Force Base, or I don't know, hospitals or whatever that does that, or maybe I don't know who do that. The government. I don't know, but I don't want them taking pictures inside my place, because Shades 2 ain't doing shit illegal. You know, nothing illegal. Nothing illegal. All right, I had to get some Vaseline and put it on my hands. So anyway, y'all, as I was saying, girl, you looking good in these pants. Hey, 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 hey. It's a good blessing, y'all. Y'all can still look good as you age, and your body can still be on point as you age. That is a blessing. I'm not gonna lie. That is a true blessing, where you can keep that butt looking good. You can keep everything looking good and tight. Shit. And you can still turn heads when you walk down the street. You know what I'm saying? Of all race and ages. That's a blessing. Because like when women get older, sometimes they don't get no heads turns anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it is good when you can still make them boys, them men, turn their heads when you walk by. You know? Anyway, so let me see what they're talking about. Are you a demon? These people be asking some stupid ass questions on let me see. What is this? On Quora. Okay, this guy said yes. I tend to be. We're gonna be talking about everything and anything too, y'all. Okay, this is Free Fall Thursday too, but we're gonna also talk about that topic up there. This person said, "Are you a demon?" This guy said, "Yes. I tend to be more low key about it, but being asked about it outright is actually somewhat refreshing. The last centuries, things have really gone downhill." Let me see what this weirdo is saying here. Okay, let's see. He could be a demon though. I don't know. Let's see. He said the last centuries, things have really gone downhill for me. Let me tell you this. This is weird. Y'all just came up on my phone. Let me read this shit. Let me read this crazy shit here. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so he said, I miss being able to shed my human skin and fly around, terrorizing any living person I would come across without being filmed by someone and having it posted to YouTube as though I were their digital artwork, or without being mistaken for a commercial drone and not inducing any terror at all. Let's see what else he says. Let me continue reading this. Cities are really dense. They are filled with so many delicious humans to eat or deceive. But I seriously can't stand how expensive your housing has gotten. It's like with gentrification, it's too expensive to buy a place big enough to actually hoard gold in. Okay. In suburban areas, you really need to repair your infrastructure. I can't eat you or even feed off your dreams for a snack if you sit in the traffic for hours, both ways commuting, and only get a few hours of sleep. And everyone eats so much processed food. Seriously, even if I get to eat one of you, you have been eating all of that and you go straight to my hips. Demons are not body positive, and you also spike my sugar sometimes. I would be less cranky if you would eat organic and low sugar or vegan before I eat. How do you pronounce this? I don't even know what the fuck this says here. Eviscerated your entrails, but when you do, you leave me hungry an hour later. It is inconsiderate. Thank you for asking. I ate my therapist. Okay, this psycho ass person wrote this crazy ass thing on Quora 5 years ago. And why do they show you these old ass things? I don't know. But let me see. Somebody must have replied to this. Everybody making a joke about it. Okay, let's see. What was this person right here? Let me see who this person is. Okay, this is her. Like she a demon and shit. Girl, if you was a demon for real, if you saw one, your ass would be making jokes. Let's stop. Okay, these people are weird. Okay, let's see. I'm just reading these comments. So anyway, she said she'll eat anyone. Okay. Okay. This lady is absolutely nuts. Okay. I'm telling you, this is why I don't read Quora, because some of these people that be on here are absolutely damn crazy. Why would you even write something so stupid? You know what I'm saying? Crazy ass woman. I'm just looking at all this weird shit that comes up on my phone. But anyway, get back to the subject here. Okay, so we was talking about it's a good thing how we need to let go of losers and liars who are like in our lives. Okay, you know, when you let go of these type of people, you feel so much better, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, when you are around people who are lying all the day going time, who are just doing so many negative things and bringing so much negativity to your life, it actually drains you of all of your energy and you end up being negative. You know what I'm saying? You end up being negative when you have people that sucks up all your life from you. Okay, I don't even understand why people like to be around people who just constantly lie, play games, do crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, it's just very time consuming. And then I also asked myself, okay, if you are accepting someone that does this, right, and you don't try to talk to the person to try to find out why they do certain things and see if they can stop, and you just sit there and accept this, it tells a lot about you as a person. Because why, if you felt good about yourself and say your esteem is high and you know your self-worth, how could you even accept someone that constantly lies to you, someone who is not living up to the things you think they should be living up to? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people do this. And we all are guilty of this, because I have done it too. But a lot of times when I come in contact with someone that's like this, I'll try to talk to the person if they are worth it. If they're not worth it, I just let them go. But if they are worth it, I'll try to talk to the person, try to figure out what's going on. Why is this person such a damn liar? And why do they just like to play games and just do weird shit to cause problems in your life? And then if we can't correct the problems, then I just got to let that person go, because I don't want someone here draining all my life. Okay, listen, time is too short to be wasting it on people who drain all of your damn energy. It makes your days be worse. Okay, you can talk to someone who drains your energy over the phone, right? And they can say so much negative shit. They can be just lying all the time. They can be screaming. They can be just talking so negative that when you get off the phone with these demons, because that's exactly what they are, hell, you be mad. You be feeling like, damn, you need to go pray. You feel like you need to go and read the Bible for real, because they make you feel like, damn, you have not been doing nothing but talking to the damn devil on the phone. So why would you want to be bothered with people like this? Look, it's time to be happy, because you never know when your day is ended. You never know when you may get sick. Even if you don't get sick, even if you have years to live, why would you want to spend your days and nights with a person who constantly lies, constantly who belittles you, constantly raising their voice, doing the most? Why would you want to be around people who do this? They are nothing but losers. And I mean that, losers. People who sit around and lie all the damn time about every single thing in their life is a nothing but a loser. Okay? And I don't understand why anyone can make up such ridiculous lies about every aspect of their lives and then think they're going to get a good woman or a man or a good quality of friends to hang around them. All you're going to get is people who use your ass, because nobody's going to want to really be around you unless something is wrong with them. I should hope people are looking for people who uplift them, who bring them happiness. Now, we're not going to be happy all the time, but for the most part, bring happiness, bring peace, just bring good energy, positive energy to you. Make your days be full of sunshine even when it's dark and gloomy outside. These are the type of people, whether they are a boyfriend, girlfriend, or friends, these are the people that you want surrounding you, not these dark cloud individuals that have mess all the damn time that they're involved in, that lies all the damn time, that is nothing but a simple ass loser that needs to get a fucking life. So yes, we need to let go of these type of people. Okay, we really do. And pick people that are more positive to be around. People who can basically, share some common qualities that you have, some common interests that you have. Who wants to be around a person that's always damn complaining? A person that always have problems day after day? Because when you're around people like this, again, they end up draining your energy, y'all. They end up draining it. I used to have a friend, right? A girlfriend. Every damn time she called me, she telling me about her damn boyfriend. Okay. And I'm like, girl, I told you 50,000 times to let that dude go because it's the same thing. You know what? I started to just listen to her and just say, uh-huh, 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 and just do stuff like that because I decided not to even tell her anything else. Just let her do what she need to do because I can tell her to break up with this dude. She'll break up with him, then she gets right back together with him again, and then about 3 or 4 weeks, the same process, the same cycle happens over and over again. So I just got tired of telling her stuff, and now all I do is sit up on the phone and listen to her tell me stuff. Now I do say some things, but for the most part, I don't even get involved in it because they do the same thing every fucking damn month, and then they get right back together again. So I'm not going to let this person drain my energy, make my day be bad, give me a headache. I'm not going to do it. So I can't let the person terminate the person. Okay. But I can pretend to listen, but not really listen and let that person do what they need to do. Okay. But when it comes to someone that I haven't known that long or that is not a family member or just some dude or some chick or whatever the case is, I'm not going to put up with all that. I may put up with it a little bit, but I'm not going to put up with all that because these type of people will really suck all of your positive energy out of you. You could be having a good ass day and you could be around someone that is nothing but a straight up loser, negative, got problems after problems every fucking day. And they'll bring all of that negativity into your lifestyle, into your life, and have you feeling like the world is just doing all types of negative things to, you or whatever the case is. I believe in being surrounded by positivity. Okay. And that's on everything. I don't want to be surrounded by people who like to argue online and just doing weird shit, y'all. Okay. I can't do it. Okay. It's just too time consuming. I'm a happy person and I just believe in, surrounding myself with people who like to be happy like me. I remember when, my soon-to-be ex was hell, you have to know his name, David. I remember when David, like sometimes when he be having issues with his job, his business, right? Because he's an owner operator, and sometimes when they lease on to people or they I forgot what you call that shit when they get those contracts. I can't remember what you call it. When they get those contracts, sometimes it doesn't be like it should be, especially like when you lease on to people. And then like for a time, he would be calling me up constantly. Every damn time we talked on the phone, I would be hearing about that job. You know what I'm saying? All damn day. I used to say stuff. Okay. But after a while, I just started saying, oh, okay, uh-huh, and just started listening. Because what he was doing is that when he would call me up telling me all this negative stuff about these jobs that he signed on to, that he did not investigate fully, he would drain my energy, my good energy. And then I'll start thinking all these negative thoughts and, just all types of weird shit. So I had to basically be like, look, this dude knows, been doing trucking for the longest. Okay. He should know how to evaluate a trucking company, who he signs on to, who he does the little things with. I forgot what you call that. He should know. So I'll listen to you, and I may even give a couple comments. I may make a couple comments. I may give a little advice, but I'm not getting ready to go all crazy anymore. I'm tired of that because again, it's just nothing but negativity, and it brings you down. Either it brings you down consciously, or it would do it subconsciously, and that is something that I don't want to deal with anymore. And so that's why I think it's very beneficial for us to let go of people in our lives, if we can, that create a lot of negativity. Some people you can't let go, so you need to talk to these people and try to see what's going on, or just sit there and just listen when they need a listening ear, and just don't even let it bother you, point blank. Because again, time is too short to be spending it getting headaches, losing sleep, worrying, just bringing a lot of negativity into your home. You know what I'm saying? Time is too short for that. I remember me just turning 19, then I closed my eyes, opened my eyes, I was like 30. Then I closed and opened my eyes again, I was like 40 something. Then I closed and opened my eyes again, I was like, what the fuck? Okay. So these years go by real quick, and we definitely don't need to be wasting them with a lot of negativity. Plus, a lot of negativity have, really bad effects on your body. A lot of negativity, contributes to stress. And then a lot of stress can contribute to heart disease, headaches, weight gain, weight loss, a loss of sleep, a loss of appetite, losing weight, gaining weight, eating too much candy, which can lead to diabetes, or drinking, or doing drugs. Okay, so we don't need to be consumed with a bunch of negativity, which brings stress to us. We need to focus on people who can bring positivity into our lives. And granted, it's not going to be positive all the time. It is going to be negative sometimes. But what I'm talking about is people who bring negativity into your life all the damn time. That's what I'm talking about. Some of these women, some of these men, some of these friends, even some relatives. This is why a lot of my relatives, I hate to say it, y'all, I don't talk to them that much, because they do just what some of these people do online. They be gossiping, they be talking about people and doing the most. And I don't want no part of that. I don't want no part of that, because I'm not going to sit here and be talking about people in my family and then going back to the next family member talk about them. I don't even know why family members do that, but they do. They sometimes they be worse, more worse than people that you don't know. And that's on everything. I told y'all a couple of weeks ago I dyed my hair because I did not want my family members making jokes. Because they like to make jokes over the most silliest things. And they'll see a little gray. They just be playing, but I don't like to play like that. Okay, I don't like to play like that. I told y'all a couple of weeks ago that my mom was like, ooh, let me see if your she was like, ooh, let me see if your shape is the same like it usually be. And then she was like, yeah, your shape is the same. Hold up your shirt. I was like, I'm not holding up my shirt. That's why I got on a shirt, a long shirt, because I don't need to show nobody my butt, and I definitely don't need to show it when I'm out in the street, unless I want to attract no man, because I still attract them anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother topic right there. But yeah, I don't like to play like that. A lot of people like to play around like that and stuff, family members, but I have never been into all that type of stuff. So for me, when I be around people that likes to play all the time with things that they shouldn't, or make jokes all the damn time about things that they shouldn't, or create a lot of negativity, I actually pull away from these type of people, because I don't want to hear it. My life is going pretty good. I want it to continue to go good. I want to continue to be in positivity, not negative. I don't want to be around people who just can never be damn happy. They are always damn sad. I don't want to be around people like that, because what tends to happen is that they drain your energy. You end up being sad. So I refuse to be around a person that is just like that all the damn time, because it's very, very draining. Now, granted, I'm not talking about if I'm with my husband, or a spouse, or a partner, like a boyfriend or something, and he's going through stuff. That is totally different. Okay, when people need you, I think you should be there to help them, and help them as much as you can, if possible. That's a horrible thing when you are with a partner or even a family member and they are going through stuff like that, and you turn your back and can't help them. So for me, I'm a helping person. So if I do have a partner that's like that, or a family member or a friend, and I can help them, I usually try to help them to the best of my ability. And that's just me. But I'm not going to be, like I said, surrounded by individuals who like to keep a mess, who like to partake in a lot of negativity. Okay. Because again, I'm focused on positivity, because I know for a fact when you stay positive, you be less sicker, you age better, you have a happier life, you just be more happier. And that's on everything. I meet so many people every single day. They are truly not happy. And that's both men and women of all different colors, in ages. And that's a shame. Even kids be like that. So when I do meet somebody who is happy and smiling and everything, it's refreshing. I think today, I'm trying to think, it was somebody, everybody that I talked to today, um, I made everybody smile today, including the kids that I was talking to today, even though I know they was lying to me about something, but hey, I played it off anyway. But yeah, these kids be lying, y'all. Oh my God, let me tell you. Okay, so I'm driving, right, and I'm like seeing a little dog and stuff. I'm like, y'all, that's a pretty dog. And I was like, that your dog reminds me of Lassie. This little boy tells me, yeah, this is a distant what did he say? Did he say this is Lassie's ancestor, great great grandmother or some shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, okay. And I should have took a picture of the dog so I could have showed y'all the dog, but the dog was very cute, like Lassie. Child, I laughed so hard when I drove up to the light, because I knew they was lying to me. But you know what? I made them even more happier, and they did with me, and it was a fun thing. Just like I was talking to somebody today. I can't remember where, and the person was so damn happy, and we was talking and stuff, and I was happy. Oh, it was two dudes actually. So yeah, I was getting in my car. He was like, I was taking forever. Okay, he was like, oh no, and then I told him I'm gonna let him go ahead and get in his car. He was like, oh no, 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 you can go ahead and get in your car and do what you need to do. I was like, hun, you're gonna be sitting here all day. You're gonna be standing there all damn day. And he was like, no, you can go ahead and go and do what you need to do, get in the car. I was like, no, you go ahead and get in your car. And then I was like, because you waiting on me, you're gonna be waiting up here for a long time. He said, no, I'll wait. I said, so how long you gonna wait? Because I may stay out here by my car for 4 or 5 hours. And the other dude started laughing. He was like, 4 or 5 hours. I said, yeah, child, I may stay out here for 4 or 5 hours. You just told me you can wait and stuff. But we was laughing about it, and I was laughing at them because, you know, it was also trying to flirt too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie and stuff and everything. But it was funny. But I made them happy. They made me happy. We was laughing about everything. And I actually went on and got in my car because they was gonna keep on going on and on and on and stuff. You know how men do. But it was just a fun little conversation, and it actually made me laugh. Because men be killing me when they say they're gonna wait until you get in the car. And I was like, you know what? Let me just play a little trick on him. Let me tell him he's gonna be waiting for about 4 hours and see if he's gonna wait. And he was like, yeah, he'll wait. I was like, okay. It was funny as hell, y'all. Men are funny. Okay. Men are funny, especially out here where I live at and stuff. I just wish one day I could see a really, really fine black dude though. Because I'm like, damn, where are the fine black dudes out here? For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I have never seen one except the dude at Walmart, like I told you guys before, who was kind of, he was fine. I'm not gonna lie, he was nice looking and stuff. And I basically just ran from him. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of shy, but I don't know. I always do that stupid shit. But that was the only guy I seen out here, the only black guy out here that I seen that was attractive and stuff. But I was like, damn, where are the fine black dudes at out here where I live at? Because I promise you, I don't really ever see them. You know, damn. Now when I go into the hood, I'll be seeing some fine dudes sometimes. Not that many, but it'd be more than out here. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know where to go in Southern California to see a fine black dude that actually wants to talk to a black woman and got his stuff together and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Because usually when I see them, they either be not interested in women, or they may want a woman of another race, or they be weird as hell. You know what I'm saying? They be weird, or too damn old, or too young. So I mean, it's hard out here, honey. It's hard out here trying to be a pimp. No, I'm just playing, but it's hard out here, y'all. Trying to be a pimp at no, that's so crazy. But I don't know, y'all. And then my daughter be like, "You should." My other daughter, she is a trip. You should get on a dating site. I was like, I get on no damn dating site, but I did try 2 years ago, right? And child, I was like, got on this dating site, and this wasn't no 2 years ago. This was a couple of years ago, right before CV. And I had talked to a couple of people on the phone, right? And but let me tell you something. I wasn't interested because these guys old as shit and still just looking for sex. And so, like I told y'all, I'm celibate, and I'm going to not be breaking that celibacy with some fucking waste of time dudes. You know what I'm saying? So I was on there for a couple of weeks, and I met two people on it, two or three. I didn't meet them in person. I just talked to them over the phone. I didn't get a chance to this one weirdo who wanted me to come to San Diego to meet him. I was like, I'm not coming out to no San Diego. If you want to meet me, you meet me halfway. I don't know who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? And he was so fucking weird though, man. I'm not gonna lie and stuff. And he was still calling me all the way up throughout CV stuff. But let me tell y'all something. I never returned his call because this is weird as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then this other dude who stayed not too far from me, he was weird too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I believe some of these dudes be having girlfriends too, or wives, and they just focus on one thing too much for me. You would think when a guy gets 40 some years old, especially 48, his ass ain't just thinking about XCX all the time. He should be thinking about other things. You know what I'm saying? But they still, y'all, they still be thinking about just one thing only. And for me, I don't have time for that, because when your ass start getting older, you need to be thinking about somebody you need to grow old with, okay? Versus just having sex, and that's it. We can still do the sex thing, but you need to be making sure. But I'm going to make sure that you are the person that I'm looking for, because otherwise we ain't going to be doing shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I didn't like the dating thing, and I forgot what site I was on. It was some black people dating site or some shit. I can't remember the name of it, but I know one thing: most of those dudes were on there just talking about sex, and wanted to see pictures and shit. That's just weird. And I was like, nah, I'm not into this. I'm gonna have to meet a dude naturally. You know what I'm saying? And she just be begging me to go on these dating sites, and I don't know why with all these weirdos be on these dating sites and stuff. But I don't know where to find black men are at out here in Cali. I just really don't. Because I'm for real, I don't really see that many of black dudes out here. Probably in the neighborhood the city I stay in, that's probably why. But even when I go to like Los Angeles, or even when I go out to San Diego, or San Clemente, Malibu, I don't see any. When I do, they just fall into the other categories that I just said. You know, and then the ones, okay, I guess I did see a couple out here, but they were older. I don't like older guys. You know what I'm saying? So that was a no-no. You know, everybody got their preference. Like I said before, everybody has their preference. I hate when dudes be like, so you don't want a dude that's 51 or 52. It depends. What he looks like, if he take care of himself, if he can hang, and then I'll see. But otherwise, I like to talk to people who are like 48, 49, somewhere around that age, 47. Okay, because we have more things and interests in common and stuff. And I just tend to get along better with guys in that age group. I don't want a dude that want to just sit around at home all damn day. We can sit at home, right, and chill and watch movies, but not every fucking damn day. Okay, because I want to go out, go to the amusement parks. I want to go to the beach. I want to go to the park. I want to go to the movies. I want to do all that. I still want to hike, not up no hills or nothing, but just like a straight course hiking, just a little bit. I still like to do things like that. I don't want to be sitting up here waiting to die. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you're bored. I don't like to be bored. That's why I barely stay at home. Even if I wasn't doing Uber Eats, I still didn't stay at home. Even when I wasn't doing Uber Eats, I was still gone, just like I'd be gone now. That's why I guess it doesn't bother me to do Uber Eats, because my ass is gone like that all anyways. And while I'm doing Uber Eats, I'm usually running my errands, and I have errands almost every single day to do. And I'm trying to figure out how. Every single day, y'all, I be running errands. I know, like, I had met this dude, and he was like, "Damn, you run errands every day?" I said, "Yeah." He was like, "You sure? Are you out there talking to somebody else? Because how the hell you be running errands every day, every day?" But I do. I break my stuff up to last throughout the whole week. You know what I'm saying? I don't do everything in one day. I break everything up, so I can have something to do every single day. That's what I do because I don't like to be bored. I do like to stay at home sometime, but not like every single damn day. I would like be going crazy sitting up in the house every day. When CV was out like that, and they was telling y'all to stay in the house, I wasn't staying in the house. I was using that essential worker shit. I stopped working at the hospital because I didn't want to catch CV with hypertension, but I was still doing. No. I had stopped doing Lyft too, but I was pretending like I was still doing Lyft. Okay, I would get in my car, me and my children, and we would go places. And since everything was closed, we would go to the stores like Target all the damn time. Okay, Target, sometime Walmart, and I would just ride around. Yeah, it was such a joy riding around LA, and people were scared. And it was so easy to ride around, go to LA, come back. Man, the streets were like almost practically empty because people were afraid. But my ass was out there. I saw it when all the stores, when all the tissue and everything was gone in the stores. I even took pictures of the shelves empty and how the streets were so empty and shit. People were scared, but I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared. I had my little mask on and shit, like you're supposed to. Had my little antibacterial soap, which I always have used anyway. And my ass went everywhere. Went to the beach, y'all. I went to the beach. I was going to stores. Um, I don't think any restaurants like was open where you can go inside, and I didn't want to anyway because I don't want to use their dishes and shit like that. But we did order food, and we had it in takeout containers and stuff like that, and we ate in our car at the park or wherever. I actually enjoyed being out like that. Didn't have to worry about no damn traffic. It was still people out, but not like it is now. You know what I'm saying? And again, it took me no time to go to LA. It takes me sometimes 2 hours now to go to LA. But then, shit, I would go to LA so quick, go all out to Orange County, just everything. And then I never got stopped or anything. But if I would have just told them I was, doing that stuff, Lyft, doing something. Because, at that time we could, people were still doing that. I wasn't doing it. Okay, but other people were and stuff. But shit, I couldn't stay at home. I mean, I stayed at home sometimes and I would get bored. You know what I'm saying? Watching TV on YouTube all damn day. How can people sit on YouTube all day watching videos? Shit, I tried that and got damn bored. And so that's why I had to get up and leave and stuff. You know, I went shopping. I was at the fucking malls, y'all. It was empty and stuff. And I was going to the malls buying shit. I had a good time in the malls almost by myself. I mean, other people were there too, but it wasn't like it is now. You know what I'm saying? I was getting every damn thing, going to the jewelry stores and just doing so much. I went to Fashion Valley Mall doing CV19. I got that on video. You know, um, even went to the damn zoo. Went to Los Angeles Zoo in Warner Brothers um, studios. And the other ones too. I went to the other ones too. That's the one we got invited to. Couldn't take pictures there. I did all of that doing CV. I did all of that. And during that lockdown, I was still out. I was still out. When I was going to Lyft headquarters, I would go do other things in between that time. And then when I left, just in case the police stopped me or whatever the case is, I would be doing all types of stuff. Go to the park, just all types of stuff. I never just stayed at home, y'all. And I was never scared. That's the key. I was never scared. I think, out of everything we were doing, nobody in this household ever called CV19. I think one of my daughters caught a bad code from somebody at her job, but that was it. And my other daughter caught a code for somebody at her job. That's why she quit it. And that was it. I hadn't caught not one code or anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because for one thing, I was taking that vitamin D3. Okay. That's the first thing. That I was also taking, which I still take it, vitamin C. then my multivitamin. Plus, I never was like fearful like some people be. You know what I'm saying? And I did used to wear my mask and use antibacterial soap, which I have always used that because like a germ. I have a germ phobia and stuff. Not a bad one, but I do have one, and so I don't like touching people and shit without putting antibacterial soap on and stuff. Matter of fact, if I touch anything, I put it on, and I've been doing that way before CV-19, y'all. It's tripped out, but I've been doing that for the longest. And so when I had to use it doing that, it just comes naturally because I've been using it. My kids use it. That's just how we live, you know. And I didn't catch any damn thing. Like I told y'all before, one of my YouTube friends, who he was like a gamer, a slot, like a casino gamer person, and he would go to different casinos. He would win a lot of money too. He was a real gambler, right? But anyway, his mom caught CV-19, right? His mom had all types of stuff wrong with her, and my friend didn't. He had hypertension though. That was it, I think. But he was the one who succumbed to CV-19. He caught it from his mom, I believe. His mom got well, but the son died. And that was like, let's see. I think that was in 20, let's see. It wasn't in 2020. It was in 2021, I think. Like the beginning of, right at the end of 2020, he got sick in December. And by New Year's or right after New Year's, I think he died of CV-19 complications. Yep, he sure did and stuff. So that was a trip because I had just got through talking to him. He was like, Shay, you need to go to the casino with me, right? And I was like, do they wear their masks? Because I don't want to go anywhere where people, are not wearing those masks and stuff. And he was like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't go with him though. Damn. But I used to always wonder, but he, you know what, y'all? He used to wear his mask. But again, like I said before, I believe he caught it from his mom. And probably around his mom, he probably wasn't wearing a mask like when they were indoors or anything. And that's how he caught it. And then he probably thought, because he was younger, that he would not perish from it. But he ended up dying from complications of it. And his mom got well and stuff. So that was really the only person that I know that died from CV complications. I know my oldest son, the one that's a law enforcement officer, he caught CV twice, but he recovered from it like a pro. And his daughter caught it, his wife caught it, and they all recovered. Then my sister got it, I think, and she recovered. And then my other daughter caught it, but she recovered too, but that's it. And then I think her kids had it, but they all recovered as well. And her significant other had it, and they all recovered. So the only person that I knew that succumbed to it was the dude off of YouTube, the gamer. He is the only one that I know who died from complications from it, which is a sad. And may he continue to rest in peace. That's sad. But yeah, but like I said, even doing CV, my butt was always on the go. You know what I'm saying? I do not like sitting around being bored. I can sit here for a day or two, but not for like a whole week and shit. Unless that man is really fine, if he's really fine and really got it going on and knows how to be respectful and all that type of stuff, I may be willing to stay at home 1 week. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe twice a month, I can stay at home the whole entire weekend. So that's if he good enough. You know what I'm saying? Okay, if he good enough, if he can go all night and do it right, and then we can see. Okay, I'm so crazy, y'all. Oh my God. But yeah. But y'all, it's a trip out here. It's hot out here. It's hot out here for a single person. You know what I'm saying? It really is. Especially out here where I live at. This shit ain't shit out here. Okay, you got to go to like a whole other area to find yourself a black, fine, or attractive dude. Okay, for real, for real. Now I have seen a couple nice looking white dudes. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? Because some people be racist and stuff, and I know I'm not for all that shit, and it may be something happening. So I don't know about that, y'all. I don't know, but I do see a lot of interracial couples out here and stuff, and some be cute and everything. But I did see this one fine ass white dude, and I was like, man, I said hey back to him too, but I kept on walking. Again, I kept on walking, you know. Um, but he was fine. I'm not gonna lie. He really was. Okay. But as far as the black dudes, no, I really haven't seen but one. You know what I'm saying? Just one out here. And so I'm gonna have to figure out where they be at. Cause I know good and damn well it's a lot in Paris. Okay, Paris, California. But I told y'all about one that I met down there that was a hot ass mess. The dude was actually talking about robbing somebody. But he was cute, but he was a damn hot ass mess. Okay, a hot mess. And he was only 48 years old too. He thought I was 40 some years old. And y'all know good and damn well I didn't tell him nothing different and stuff. But he was a cute dude, but a fucking now to me he really was like a little hood rat, because the shit that he was saying was hoodish shit. Okay, for real, for real. Robbing somebody. That's what he was talking about. I couldn't believe it when he came back to my car talking about the dude pulling all his money out. He needed to put it back up before he get robbed. I thought about robbing him. I was like, what? And shit, I was like, this dude is not going to be talking to me. Plus, he said some other stuff that I didn't like. He started talking about my nose ring. He said the nose ring was ghetto. I was like, dude, a lot of people who are not ghetto wear nose rings in their nose. I don't have no big hoop or nothing in my nose. I got a small diamond in my nose. What the hell are you talking about? Then he was like, well, if you talk to me, you got to take that nose ring out. I was like, what? He said, if you talk to me, you got to take out that nose ring. I was like, okay, you telling me that if we talk, I need to take out my nose ring, but yet you are out here talking about robbing people and going to pick up weed. Okay, I was like, boy, please. I don't know. I didn't give him the wrong number. I think he gave me his number. And when he gave me his number, when he got his ass out of my car, I don't even know what happened to the number. I never called him. As a matter of fact, I made sure that I did not accept any more runs from that fucking area over there. And it was over there in the nice area of Moreno Valley. Because like parts of Moreno Valley is hoodish, the other part is nice. Okay, so he lived in a nice area, but he was living with his damn sister. He didn't even stay by himself. And then was talking about his car was in the shop or some shit. I was like, this boy must think I'm stupid. Okay, he must really think I'm stupid. And I actually think he was like 47. Okay, right now he's probably 50 years old. Now, if he was even 47, he could have been 46 because he looked kind of younger and stuff. But he did say he was 47. So he's probably 50 now, 47, 48, 49, 50. Let's see, 40. This is what, in 2018, like 21, 2, 3. He probably was like 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. So he would be like 50 or either 51 now and stuff. But he looked younger. Okay, he was 46, but his ass looked like he was about 40, even 39. Okay, because he looked pretty young. Had his little braids in his hair. You know what? He's the type of dude you would just talk to him on the side. You know what I'm saying? Keep him back in the bushes. Don't let nobody know. That's the type he is. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't take him around nobody. You know what I'm saying? Just keep him back there. You go hook up with him. Y'all go maybe out to a movies or somewhere in a different area where you don't live, where people don't know you. Cause he nothing but a fucking hood rat for real. This is the type of dude you can dress right. I'll go, dress, differently like with him, like, have my little I don't know, just be different, just be acting like kind of hoodish. He's the type that you can just do like be, acting like that yourself, and y'all go out and have fun, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And let that Negro go because he is a trip, y'all. But he did look good though. I ain't gonna lie. I still remember what he looks like. So he must be attractive. Then he had them braids in his hair and shit and stuff. Like I said, he would be someone that you can hang out with a couple of times and then just disappear. That's what he's like. Because those type of dudes, you can't be talking to them too long. And that's on everything. Back when I lived in ATL, y'all, I used to date this dude who was kind of like a bad boy type. And God, I think his name was Robert. I finally remember his name. Okay. Yeah, I think Robert, I can't remember exactly everything about this boy. Um, all I knew he was like one of those bad boy types. And I think that's the reason why I probably liked him because even though I wasn't a bad girl type, I still, like some women do, I still sometimes talk to dudes that was somewhat like that. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't jealous or nothing though. He was cool. We had fun together until he did one damn thing and fucked up, and then I had to let him go. Okay, I'm not even gonna tell y'all what he did because I had to let him go. And it wasn't no cheating or anything, but he just did some trifling shit, and I had to let that dude go. But we did have fun together. We went to one time. We went to this Japanese restaurant, and this was my first time going to a Japanese restaurant, and I was shocked that he knew about it because it was very expensive and everything. And we had a good time. You know what? I had this Japanese soup. It was hot, but it was real, real good. That the restaurant was on Cobb Parkway in what is the area called over there? It's on Cobb Parkway. Not in. It wasn't. It wasn't Marietta, Georgia. I mean, yeah, it was another park because Cobb Parkway went all the way from all the way up, all the way down on down to different cities. We was like at a different part. I think it was by not too far from. It was the mall over there. I think the name of that mall is Cumberland Mall. I think. Let me look that up and see. It was a mall off of Cobb Parkway, um, in this area. I can't remember the area because I used to like going to the area, and the Japanese restaurant was over there, right? And I was shocked that he knew about that type of restaurant being so damn bad boyish type, hoodish type. But we had fun together. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see if the name of that mall is Cumberland Mall. Cumberland Mall. I think that's the name of that mall. Yeah, I think this is it right here. It's closed now. Yeah, it's in Cobb County. That is it. Because Cumberland Mall is right there by that damn place. Still look the same, y'all. Let me look see what it still look the same after all this time. Yeah, that's it. It's a little different now, but it still look basically the same. Yeah. But the restaurant is like up the street from the Cumberland Mall, okay, in Cobb County. And I used to live in Cobb County, okay? He he lived, let me think. He lived in Cobb County too, but he lived over there by where I used to work at, which was Shadowwood Office Complex. I can't remember the name of that street that I used to work off of, but he lived over there in that area. I lived on the other side of Marietta, Georgia. Okay. And the restaurant wasn't in Marietta, but it was in, I forgot what that area is called right there by Cumberland Mall. And so we went to that Japanese restaurant and had a good ass time. That meal he picked out for me was good. He paid for the entire date and we had fun. If the Negro wouldn't have done some stupid shit, we probably would have still been talking. You know what I'm saying? But he did some stupid shit, some trifling type shit. And so I had to let him go. I'm trying to think. I think he was in jail one time for some petty little shit. For some petty little shit. I forgot what it was, but I know it was something petty and stuff. But other than that, I liked the way he dressed. And he was just cool. We just had a lot of fun together. You know what I'm saying? And like when I would date like a dude like that versus a dude that was like kind of professional, the dude who was more like street, he was more down to earth than the dudes that wasn't. Cause some of them, like this one dude that I used to date, he was so fucking fake. That's what I'm talking about. And actually, y'all always know this. When I say date, it's not really like date. I'm talking about people that I may have went on a date with, and we went on a date a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Now, but Robert, I actually dated him. I actually dated Robert and stuff for a while. Actually, I think I was dating him before I met David and stuff. But I think I broke up with Robert because, like I said, he did something weird. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Don't fucking play with my money, okay? And he did something concerning that, and so had to let him go, okay? But the other dude that I had dated, who was more professional and never been in jail or anything, he was just a hot ass mess, and he was fake. All right, just a hot ass mess. He was doing the most. He wasn't cheating or anything. He just doing stupid shit, just weird shit. Give me some weird ass dudes, y'all. I really do. Some weird ass dude. Gosh, man, It's very strange. This one dude that I had met in Atlanta, his ass was a hot ass mess. I'm not gonna lie. We went on 2 dates. Okay, 2 dates. And after that second date, it was over. Because I think something happened to my car at that time. I think I needed brakes or something. And you call yourself liking me and you want to still charge me full price for brakes and shit. I did not like that, y'all. I did not like that. So I had to let him go. I mean, how the hell are you talking to me? Hey, Scott Sauce Game, thank you for coming in. How are you talking to me, right? And granted, we didn't know each other that long, but still, you trying to talk to me, right? We went on a couple dates, no sex, but we went on a couple dates because I told y'all before I'll be doing all that sex shit. And I think my brakes started squeaking and shit. First of all, when I told him my brakes were squeaking, I'm trying to see what the fuck did he say. I can't remember. He told me to bring it up to his shop. I know that. So I'm thinking when he's saying bring it up to his shop that he owned, I'm thinking he's gonna do the brakes for free in all reality. Okay, but he didn't. This dude charged me the entire price. And then when I met him, and I actually met him on a dating site. Okay, um, I'm not gonna lie, I was late. Okay, so I think from the first time that I met him, and I was late at the restaurant, he was sitting up there waiting on me for about 30 minutes. I think he was pissed off from all that. Ever since then, I think he was pissed off from that because he kept on talking about me being late and saying that I didn't have no something. But I was late. I don't know why I was late, but I was just late. He didn't like that. So we ended up stopped talking, like I said before, maybe a couple of days after he repaired my car because I didn't like that. Plus, he was kind of arrogant. I didn't like that. Um, he bragged a lot too, so I didn't like that. So it was just a lot of stuff I didn't like about him and stuff. And he thought he was all that too. So I definitely did not like that. Bragging about all your shit, your clothes. I just didn't like all that type of stuff. And so that's why I said, like, when I would meet more street dudes that just had a basic job, whatever the case is, some of them were like more down to earth than some of the professional dudes that I did meet back then. Not all, because some professional dudes that I met was cool, but for the most part, I had a couple of people that I met, went out on a blind date with, right? That was a hot ass mess, especially ones who think they're gonna do something. I didn't play that shit at all. No way. No, 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 no. I tell everybody the same thing. I got to really know somebody. We are not going to be doing anything because you just took me out. We can go Dutch if you want to. Hell, I'll even treat you out. So don't be thinking that, we're going to do something because, you paid for some food or some shit like that because you got the wrong chick. Y'all, I wouldn't even tell people my fucking damn address, okay? Or my phone number. I would give them the number, my cell phone number. This is so funny. I really would. I would never give people my home number. Hell, I didn't even tell people where I lived at. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I would have people like, like on a second or third date or whatever, when a person want to pick you up. Y'all, I'm not joking when I say I would like go to another apartment complex and pretend like I live there. Come out of the apartment complex just like I live there and get in their car and then wait till then when they drop me back off, I would go back through the same apartment, wait till they fucking ass leave, and then I would leave out of that apartment, go get my car, and leave. And that's how I used to do because I didn't want nobody knowing where I lived at because these weird ass dudes, you know what I'm saying? I certainly didn't give nobody my phone number. They just would have my cell phone number because no way, you know, no way. And I'm still like that today. All right. Still like that today. Nobody is getting my, well, now I don't have a regular home phone, so I'll just give people my cell phone number. But all that shit, like some of these women do, meet up with these dudes. We first date, second date, third date, they already in bed with them. No, that's a no. You need to get time. You need to take time to get to know people because you never know what you're hooking up with. You don't know what this person is doing. They don't know what you've been doing. It's just too risky. You know what I'm saying? Plus, sometimes people fall for you quicker. You may not be falling for them and y'all be doing all this other stuff. It just leads to a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? And plus, too, people be doing too much stuff too. When it be first, that's out. So this is a lot of reasons why I don't be doing all that shit, man. I just feel like, I'm just not into all that like that. I got to get to know a person. We got to really be dating. You know what I'm saying? Not just going on a fucking date, but really dating for real and stuff. That's why a lot of people get used and taken advantage of. They be doing too much too quick. Men and women just be setting out too quick. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think I ever met a dude that well, I don't think I ever met a dude that if you offered him sex or anything on the first date that he wouldn't take it. I don't think I met one dude that would decline, and that's a damn shame. I can't think of one dude that I have went on a date with or met that would decline an invitation to have sex on the first date. But I tell you one thing, I don't know how many women they met that declined them, but they definitely met one. Cause I don't be playing all that shit, y'all. That's out. I don't be into all that using, getting used type shit, or getting a disease, or just doing weird shit when you just meet people. Damn, get to know the people first. You know what I'm saying? Get to know them first. Get to know these people. Damn, people be having sex and don't even know your middle name. Don't know shit about you. Just for money. And that's another thing I don't do. Okay. For me, I can tell y'all some stories I would have y'all laughing, right? Um, and I'm being honest. I have never had to give up sex to a dude for him to give me money. And that's on everything. I'm not lying. Okay, I can tell you many stories about guys that I have met that have given me money and I have not done anything. I think I told y'all a couple times. So I don't think that a woman has to have sex with a dude to get money from him. And I don't think that people should be making these type of offers unless you're a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? If you do sex, it should be like a willing type thing. Just like if he gives you money, it should be willingly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with all that shit that some people say, some women say. I don't believe in all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I don't go after men just for their money. Because I don't look at that. I be looking at if the damn dude looks good, is if he's attractive, if his body is looking like it should, like what I'm looking for. If you know how to speak to me correctly, if he's respectful, if he looks like he's a cheater, or making sure he's heterosexual. I'm looking at these type of things when I first meet a person. I'm looking at his fingernails. I'm looking at his fucking haircut, his facial hair, his damn teeth, his everything. I'm looking at all these type of things when I first meet a guy and he started talking to me. Because looking at those things tell a lot. Okay, I don't even give a shit about your money. Because if other things is not up to par, I'm not gonna be getting your money because we're not gonna be talking. And that's on everything. So I don't be looking at all that type of shit. Because if I was, all these rich ass dudes out here in Cali, I would already be hooking up with them. Okay. I mean, because I have met some people who got some money out here. And each time I have turned the other way. For real, I have turned the other way. And that's on everything. Even that guy I was telling you about, when I first met him, he never really tried to talk to me or anything, but I mean, he just talks to me all the time and tell me his little personal stuff that I'll be like, why are you telling me this? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, maybe that's a subtle way of him trying to, talk to me. I don't know. Because like when I first met him, I was kind of standoffish anyway, and I kept it very friendly, like. But then when he broke the news or to me that he was a successful recording artist back in the day, and all the stuff that he got, then I started being a little bit nicer and stuff. I mean, I was nice still to him, but I'm just saying I started being, more talkative. But I changed that because I don't want him to think that just because he's telling me about his financial stuff, everything that he got, I don't want him to think that I'm going to be talking to him because he got all this money and stuff. So like he opened up another location and he was telling me I should come out there. And I told my daughters, because they be trying to get me to go out there, I told them I'm making no special trip to go out there so this dude can think I like him. Because he told me that he got, he done paid up all his stuff and he got all this money and things like that. I'm not doing that because I think he was telling me everything. I think he was really telling me everything about himself financially wise because he was trying to impress me. I thought about it because I'm like, why every time I walk up to this dude, he started telling me about his investments, It started by his car. Okay, because I thought he had financed it. I told you, I'll give you guys the story before. Then it led from how much his car cost, he paid cash for it, to all his other cars. Then he started showing me pictures of them and everything else. Then he started telling me other things. And then every time I see him, he would talk about different financial things. And I'm like saying to myself, why is he telling me about all his financial things? And then one time I saw him in the store, he had a woman with him, and I thought maybe he was married to her or that was his girlfriend. And I was like, yeah, I saw you with your wife and your girlfriend. He made sure he told me that that's not my wife or my girlfriend. I'm single. So I was like, okay. But that's why I won't be going out there unless I need to go out there, because I don't want him thinking that I'm running out there to see his ass. You know what I'm saying? Especially since he done told me about all his little money and all the shit that he owned, all his businesses, all the property and every damn thing else he have. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to play those little games. Because let me keep it real with you guys. I wasn't going crazy over him when I first met him. Now, if I would have been like attracted to him when I first met him and then found out that he was a successful artist, a business owner, and all this other stuff, that would have been one thing. But since I did not know that at first and I was never acting like I liked him, why would I be acting like that now? Because he's telling me about what he got. And I know he got all these things. He's not pretending. So, but why would I be acting like now I'm all interested in this dude when I wasn't acting like it before? So he and I would still just be friends, and that's on everything. Now, if he asks me out on a date, I may go out on a date with him on a friendly date, not on a real, like no romantic date, just like a hanging out date, like a homeboy type thing. But I'm not gonna go on a real date with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's it and stuff. But I'll probably go out to that little place where he got his business at, just say hi, because I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, and he probably think probably a couple of months now, but he probably wonder where she at and stuff and everything. I got his number. I ain't never called him one time. I have never called him not one time, y'all. Please, child, I'll be running out the beginning. That's the first thing. I just don't and stuff. But I'm certainly not gonna run after you because you just told me about all your money and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, I know good and damn well he can make my life better. I know that for sure. Man, I know that. It won't even be no waiting. Okay, I remember he was telling me something about a certain situation I was telling him about, and he was like, shit, you wouldn't even have to wait and stuff if it was him, basically. But again, since I didn't show no interest when I first met him, I'm not going to start pretending like I am interested in him now. That's not a good thing. I know some women do that, but I'm definitely not going to do that, because I firmly believe when you do crazy stuff like that, it comes back on you in other ways. It can even come back on your kids. A lot of people don't realize that, especially men, when they be playing games with women, they don't realize if they have daughters or even sons, a lot of times, or even sisters or whatever, sometimes God allows for things to happen to your children or your other family members that you be doing. So that's another reason why I don't do things like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially now at this point of my life, we are too old to be playing silly little games like that. You know, and I definitely ain't, would not be doing that, or um, wasting my time with people that I'm not really attracted to. Let me make sure what this is right here. What does this do? Okay, hold on for a minute, y'all. I do something really tripped out. All right, my allergies started messing up. Yeah, okay, let me split it. Monday. Okay, I like the way they remind me about stuff so I can know when things are needed to be paid, and what days, because I'll forget. Sometimes I'll forget. But yeah, but I've been some weird ass people, man. Now, since I've been out here though, besides him and people who I have met people, but I don't really talk to the guys or anything. But you know what? Since I've been out here, y'all, this is funny. I've been out here almost 10 years, right? It'll be 10 years in September. I've been on little petty dates, okay? But I have never been on a real date since I've been here. That is funny. I haven't been on one real date with a dude that I actually like. And so hopefully I'll get a chance to do that this year, when I meet someone and stuff. But that's funny. I've been here almost 10 years and haven't been out on a real date. you know, been on some little, small little type things and, things like that. And like I told you guys, no, that was in Atlanta. That wasn't here. But here, no, since I've been separated, no real dates or anything, period. The last date I've been on is with David before we got separated and stuff. And that's it. And then of course, when he comes in to see his kids, we will still do things as a family, for the kids' sake and stuff. Like when we go out to eat and stuff like that and go places like that, we'll do that and stuff. But no real dates, y'all. So hopefully this year I'll meet someone and get a chance to go on a real damn date with someone. Hopefully I will, y'all. Hopefully I will and stuff. But it's a trip out here. It's hot out here. It's hard out here, honey. You would think out here in Southern California is easy, but I'm telling you, it's hard. Because these dudes, man, if they don't be into each other, they be into other things. You know what I'm saying? So it's a trip. But I guess if you open up your horizon, you probably could find someone. If you just limit it to one race of people, that's why it's probably a little bit more difficult, and stuff. I've been out with 2 white dudes before, not here when I used to live in ATL. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, that's the only 2 I ever been out with. Okay. I did have one date with another white dude, but I stood him up, and I did have fun with both, but I never been out with one out here yet. So that's something. See, now I see this article about the lady who got hospitalized with the bee attack. That's crazy, y'all. It comes up when I get through with Newsbreak. See what I'm saying? But it was on my other phone. Let me see if she's okay. She was stung on her arms and her head. Okay. She was covered, y'all, by the swarming bees too. Okay. And they took her to a local hospital, and she's in stable condition. And I guess the police or whoever come out to spray, they came to her home and sprayed foam on the hives. Damn, that's tripped out. So you can't be messing with no beehives, okay? You really can't, because them damn bees will start attacking you and shit. And then what you gonna do? Because there'll be a lot of them in there. What you gonna do? They're gonna sting your ass to death. You know what I'm saying? If you get a bunch of stings, you definitely got to go to the emergency room. If I get stung by one, I may have to go because I'm allergic to bees and fire ants. I had to go to the doctor at ATL when I used to have my aquarium business, and we were cleaning aquariums. And I don't know how I accidentally stepped in a fire ant pile. I didn't know what they were either then because I had just moved to ATL, and we didn't really have those in Cleveland, right? And the ants bit me and stuff, and I had to go to the emergency room about it. But that was the first and the last time that I was ever stung or bitten by fire ants and stuff. But I've never been stung by bees, so hopefully I don't get stung by it. And I'm just saying I'm allergic to it because that's what my allergist said, that I was allergic to bee stings and stuff like that. But yeah, it's hot out here in Cali trying to find somebody and stuff, It's not that easy, y'all. You would think it is. It is not that easy, But I was going to talk about some more stuff, but I don't want to offend anyone or somebody to think that I'm talking about them. So therefore, I'm not going to talk about that subject or anything. But I don't know. You got some weird ass people, y'all, out here. I'm not going to lie. I should even told this person thank you. I was meaning not to tell this little fucking cheap ass person thank you. But I've been hearing some weird ass shit lately. I'm not gonna lie. I really have been hearing some weird shit. What's up with these dudes though? I will talk about this. What is up with these dudes who think that a woman should be submissive to them? And then they use biblical scriptures, right, to make it seem like that's true what they're saying. Okay. I think when a woman and a man get together, if they are married, married, MARRIED is the only time when you're supposed to be submissive. And if I'm not mistaken, let me see what it says. Let me see before I say it. I'm going to say it before I look it up. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Bible says when you're married, in a marriage, the wife should be submissive to the husband, and the husband is supposed to be submissive to the wife. That's what I think it says. Let me look it up real quick. Okay. About being submissive. Because I don't know where these people get all the stuff they be saying. Um, let me see what does it say. It talks a lot about the woman, but like I said again, um, this is only in a marriage. It's not in like when you're dating or you shacking up with some dude or you just meet a dude to have sex. Okay, let me see what it says about the husband being submissive. Let's see. Wait, I'm looking it up, y'all, because I always have to make sure I'm right. Okay, so what it really says is this right here. It says that the wife should be submissive or submit to their husband, and husbands should love their wives as Christ loves the church. Okay. Then it also said, okay, it does talk about the husband being submissive to his wife, but they're talking about in a marriage, and it means being selfishness, service, accountability, and respect for your partner. Okay. Um, it's not treating a woman as a slave or anything like that. Okay. So in marriage, it means that both people should be like this. Okay. And the woman should know that her husband is the head of the family. Okay. She's not the head, which we already know this. But, the woman should definitely know that the man is the head of the household in a marriage, in a marriage, in a marriage, in a marriage. Okay. That he is the head of the household, just like God is the head of the church, or Christ is the head of the church. Um, and wives should be submissive to their husbands, and the husband should be loving to his wife. Okay, he's supposed to love his wife as Christ loves the church. All right, point blank. And the wife should follow the leadership of her husband. Husband, not boyfriend, not somebody she picked up off of YouTube or on the streets and having sex with them, but the husband, not your baby's daddy, but the husband. Okay, let's see. And let's see what else they say. Again, they saying the same thing. Both people need to be, but when they say the man should be submissive to the wife, is not saying the same way a woman should be submissive to her husband. But when they do say that the man should be submissive, they saying, like I just said, he's supposed to be respectful and all that type of stuff. He should love his wife like Christ loves the church. And when they say a woman should be submissive, let's see what it says about that. So we can know as women, okay, if you believe in the Bible. Because some people talk this mess, right? But they don't believe in the Bible. They're not even saved. What does the Bible say about? Okay, so it said, wives, submit yourself to your husbands as you do to the Lord. Again, for the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body of which he is the Savior. Now, as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husband in everything. Okay? But see, a lot of people take that scripture and change it into the wife should do any and everything that the husband say do, whenever he wants to have sex, she just submit to it, even if she don't feel like it or she's sick or something like that. If you're supposed to love your wife like Christ loves his church, if your wife does not feel like having sex or she's sick, you should not be using that scripture to make her feel bad. You're supposed to act like Christ. Christ would never do that. He would understand because he loves his church. And you're supposed to love your wife like Christ loves the church. Point blank. So when you love someone, you're supposed to be understanding, right? You're supposed to be understanding and be able to wait and be patient. Point blank. Not try to force somebody or get mad or start calling a person names and things like that. Because remember, if you are supposed to love your wife like Christ loves his church, Christ would never do all of those things. This is why I tell people when they be saying scriptures and stuff and they be talking about stuff, you have to look at it the entire way. I could have easily sat here and lied and told you guys, oh yeah, it definitely says submit, submit, submit the same way, but it doesn't say it the exact same way. See what I'm saying? You got to tell the truth because we comprehend or think things the way we want to. Just like when I said originally that the husband's supposed to submit to vice versa. But when I opened up the scriptures, it says something a little bit different. And that's why I read it to you guys the same exact way. Because I get tired of people saying certain things, especially on YouTube, and they don't say it correctly. The only time a woman should submit to a man is in marriage. I don't think God recognizes anything else because he don't even discuss anything else about anything but marriage. We humans recognize other things because it's just human nature and because we do be in relationships and we date and things like that. And if you're in a committed relationship and you want to be submissive to your partner, that's on you guys. Okay, but the Bible talks about in a marriage, and that's it. And even though the woman should be submissive to her husband, who is the head of the household, at the same time, a husband is supposed to love his wife like Christ loves the church. And if when you say Christ loves the church, we know he loves the church. I can't even describe how much he loves the church. So this is the way you're supposed to love your wife. So therefore, if you love your wife like this, how can some men fight and abuse their wife, but they want their wives to be submissive? How can men cheat on their wives, but you're supposed to love your wife like Christ loves the church? How can you get mad if your wife is sick or does not simply want to have sex, and you're supposed to love her like Christ loves the church? Now, I'm not talking about when a woman tries to be spiteful or vindictive or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And she don't want to have sex with you. I'm talking about in a normal, healthy marriage. Okay. So when y'all be talking all this submissive stuff, make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do as a man and love your wife like Christ loves his church. After all, if we focused on that, marriages would be more satisfying. They would probably last longer. People wouldn't be cheating, fighting, doing weird shit. They wouldn't be doing none of that stuff. So yeah. So again, sometimes when I hear stuff on the YouTube or when people talk about it, sometimes I come on my channel and I'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the stuff I be hearing be weird, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It really does. Let's see what a submissive wife does. See, they still I don't care where you look at this at, they always include marriage. And that means the wife agrees to submit to the will of her husband when their opinions differ. So again, that word means so much, y'all, and that's why you got to carefully choose people who you want to have relationships with, who you want to date, have a relationship with and marry, because men always talking about they want a submissive woman, but they always forget the other part of it, that you have to love your wife just as Christ loves the church, and that's on everything. And if you can't do that, how can you expect your wife to be submissive to you? How? That's crazy. And then even when you have it here, when you look at the whole thing and they break it down, um, I mean, they just go into a lot of different subjects. I mean, different things, and you know, um, some things we may not agree with. Let's keep it real. But overall, we know what being submissive is, and we also know what the husband's supposed to be doing. Okay, in return for us being submissive, he should not be abusing you. He should not be belittling you. He should not be treating you like a slave. Don't give you no type of voice or anything else. And we also know in this day and time, some families can have one person working if they can financially afford to. But in this day and time now, a lot of people have to go to work. Both people have to go to work, okay? Point blank. So you cannot necessarily just stay at home. Only some people are blessed to be able to stay at home where the husband takes care of everything and you just stay at home and take care of the kids and the household and things like that. In this world today, it's hard to find, couples that where, basically one person is can basically take care of the family and don't need another income. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real because things cost a lot and it's hard. If your spouse does not have a good job, a good career, it's really hard for one person to just work while the woman stays at home and clean and cook and take care of the kids. But some are blessed to be able to do that. I was one of them. I was able to stay at home and do everything at home and cook um and homeschooled and things like that. I actually enjoyed it. But one thing about David is that even though I knew he was the head of the household, when he came home from work on the road and stuff, he would cook sometimes. A lot of times he would go in and cook. Actually, he cooked kind of better because me, I cook more healthier than he. And eating healthy is good, but sometimes you want that soul food, and my kids wanted it sometime, and then I wanted it too sometimes. So I knew when he came home, he would make that steak. I forgot what you call it when they make the steak with the gravy and stuff. He would make that in the cornbread and stuff like that. And shit, we would be grubbing back, and I didn't cook like that. I can cook it, but I just couldn't cook it like him and stuff. So he would, when he come home, he would cook at times. Then we would go out and stuff, and then I would cook sometimes too. So we shared a lot of things together, and that's why everything worked out good, except for that damn going finance part with the job. Everything else worked out good. I would even take out the garbage. You know what I'm saying? I would take out the garbage at times. I told y'all before, I'm the one who painted the stuff on the house and stuff and did the stairs. I painted the stairs. I didn't go into that traditional role of, ooh, the woman just stay at home and cook, have babies, take care of the kids and things like that. Now, granted, David did not really change no diapers. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. He didn't really do that. I changed the diapers. One of my other kids did it for me. But he did try to comb hair when I had the babies and stuff. They tried to do, he tried to do that. But he didn't wash dishes. I'm not gonna lie. We would wash dishes or put them in the dishwasher. Certain things he just wouldn't do. But for the most part, a lot of things he did do. You know what I'm saying? Like cooking sometimes. But he did not wash them dishes. The kids would have to do that either. I would do it. Um, he would straighten up, but he couldn't clean up like me. So I kept the house clean. I decorated. I did all that stuff. He did the yard or called somebody out to do it. So we did have traditional roles and stuff. But at the same time, even though I was submissive to him, he still treated me like a person because I was able to express my opinion. Okay. Now, granted, sometimes he would be like, I said, this is the way we're going to do it. And this is the way we're going to do it. And I did used to get mad, but it was the way that it was done. And we did it the way he wanted to do it, because I know when to be, submissive, but at the same time, he also gave me the opportunity to voice my opinions and to also make decisions and things like that because I ran the budget in the household and stuff like that. So I think that you can be submissive to your husband and still be able to have opinions and y'all can share responsibilities. You can work because all the time one person can't take care of the household. Okay, and that's why a lot of people be struggling and shit and going through problems. If your husband loses his job or something and you don't work, what the hell can you do? Even if he have something saved or he has a short-term disability or long-term disability, that does not last forever. And I know what I'm talking about because when I first met him, after we got married and stuff, he was a company driver and the company lost the contract or something. And he was without a job for a minute. And if I wasn't working, even though I wasn't making shit nowhere near what he was making, but I was still able to keep us afloat until he had to be, start going out over the road and stuff. And so it's a good thing, if a woman has skills, college or skills or whatever, or experience, because if something happens where your significant other cannot work, what are you going to do? Especially when everything run out. So you can still, in my opinion, you can still be submissive in a marriage and yet still be able to voice your concerns and give input, and you guys can still share um, responsibilities and things like that, and you can still work. That's why you got to be careful in choosing a partner, and talk about all these things before you start jumping in bed and dating and things like that. These are the things that you should be talking about, when you meet a person after a couple of days or whatever the case is, versus talking about having sex, because you want to make sure that if this person is a potential husband or wife, you want to make sure that they are on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Because in the long run, it's not going to work out if you are not on the same page. Now, if you're just hooking up with somebody for a booty call, hey, you don't have to worry about all that type of stuff. But if you're looking for somebody on the real, you have to make sure that you guys are on the same page in regards to certain things in a relationship, and certainly in a marriage, or it's not going to work out and stuff. And like I said, if David could have figured out how to be on the road and do things in a manner where he could have been here and things like that, and we wouldn't have, I didn't grow apart from him, we would probably still be, I should feel this fucking in. We would still be, staying together. Now, I hope it's not going to be ant season because I can't stand these fucking ass ant man. And I'm going to have the exterminator come here and spray because I cannot stand them damn ants, y'all. And every year, that's another reason why I'm glad I'm moving. Because every damn, around, let's see, because it's still kind of cool outside right now. So, but around this time, I think, or probably in July, is when I started seeing ants in my damn bathroom, and I have to call the exterminator to come out here and spray. And so I think I'm gonna have the exterminator spray here. Probably, I really don't like them coming here unless I see ants because it seems like it can also bring ants to you. So I'm not gonna wait though, like I did last year, and I saw them damn ants in my bathroom. As soon as I see them, I'm gonna have them come here and spray and stuff. But that's another reason I'm glad I'm moving because every damn year, that's what happens. It's ants. Because see where they built this damn apartment complex at, it used to be nothing here but a fucking like a mountain, and they tore it down, I guess. And ants and stuff, them damn coyotes. We seen a mountain lion. I seen what you call them other things. They look like coyotes, but they're not. They look like dogs, wolves. I seen those. They were so cute though. What else we see? Oh, my daughter saw a bob. No, she saw a not a bobcat. It was the other thing she saw. He was hiding in the damn in the woods over here where I live at, and stuff. And she saw him. He was just crushed down and stuff. But that's why you see all that stuff, because they build properties in, the mountains and stuff, tear the mountains down, or they build it in like a wooded area, you know what I'm saying, where these animals be at. And so even though they put these things here, these apartment complexes or houses, you still be, trouble with insects and shit, like ants, and then you will see coyotes and things like that at times, and other animals, like the mountain lion that we saw one night. And the police didn't believe us. But yeah, because somebody else said they seen a mountain lion out here too. But getting back to that story, that what I was talking about, but we definitely have to make sure that, we just pick the right people, and make sure they understand make sure the woman understand about being submissive. Make sure the man understands that too. Because a lot of dudes think that being submissive is just treating your wife like a slave and disrespectful, and she just do whatever you say do. And then they don't love their wife like Christ loved the church. Point blank. I don't want a man who does not love me like Christ loved the church. Because if he loves me like Christ loves the church, he is not going to cheat on me. He's not going to put his hands on me or anything. And I know that I'm not going to put my hands on him. And I know that I'm not going to cheat. He's going to be respectful. He's going to be just like he's supposed to be. And if he's like he's supposed to be, then I wouldn't mind being submissive to him. And that's on everything. And so when women get online or out in the streets and be talking about women need to be submissive to men that are not their husband, chick, what are you talking about? And you're never going to find any man that's going to be true to you, because you have the wrong mentality. And that's on everything. Okay? Just like women who say, only talk to men for their money and put up with their bullshit because they paying everything. No, don't do that. Know your self-worth, okay? Know your value. You don't put up with bull crap because some man is taking care of you. Certainly one that is not your husband, okay? And that's on everything. Because I can tell you straight up, and this is on everything, when you be meeting these Negroes and these men in general, right, of all race, and they start buying you things, cars, jewelry, homes, and all these things, if your ass don't have the title or the deed, they can easily take it back from you. Okay, you got to be smarter, ladies. Okay, so don't be just talking to these dudes, right, just because they're giving you money. Okay, because if you eventually stop talking to them, or if you decide that it's not working out because you didn't really like them in the first place, they're going to be taking their shit back, especially real stuff. I ain't talking about a luxurious shit unless it's some really expensive shit. They're going to take back those cars. They're going to take back those homes that they're renting out for you or letting you live in. Okay? So make sure you just do the right things. And be smarter too. When a dude buy you a car, you make sure you put that damn car in your name and give you the title. You know what I'm saying? A dude buy you a house, make sure you got that deed. Make sure your name is on it. He buy you some expensive jewelry, you make sure that jewelry is yours 100%, that he can't take it back. Like they say, if you want to play the game, you better know how to play it. Okay? And that's on everything. That is on everything, y'all. But for me, I don't believe in talking to people just for money or because a guy is paying for everything. I don't believe in putting up with anything that he does. point blank. And it's not no disrespect. It's a disrespect when a woman don't have no type of fucking um don't feel like she's really worth anything to she don't feel like she really have a high self-worth, because why would you even deal with a dude that does this? He gives you money and you give him sex in exchange. I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of women that do this, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just don't know. So when he stopped giving you the money, I guess you go get another man that gives you money. Okay, if your ass ain't 20 or 25, even 32, why in the hell are you still playing those games? Because when your ass get older, and if you're still not looking good, that shit gonna play out eventually. Then what you gonna do? And then you can say, okay, well, I got a job, I got this. So if you got a job, you making all this money. Well, why do you need to stay with a dude that gives you money and put up with bull crap that he does? Don't even make no sense. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just don't know how some women think. Because for me, even if a dude is paying for all my stuff, I got to be liking him. And he has got to be liking me. And we better both be treating each other with respect. Because I don't give a fuck how much stuff he gives me. I don't give a fuck how much money he gives me. I'm bouncing if he don't treat me the way I should be treated. And that's on everything, you know? Real women know what to do, okay? And I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna sit here and take shit off of a man, okay? Because he's giving us money. A lot of men ain't gonna take shit off of you because you're giving them good sex. If your ass is not being like you should be with him, he's gonna go find another woman that gives him better sex and deal with her. Okay? And that's on everything. Y'all, we got to get smarter out here. We can't be listening to these people on the internet saying weird shit and these people out in the streets saying weird shit. We definitely got to get smarter out here. Make better decisions, pick better partners, and just do things a little bit more productively. And leave these losers and waster timers and these negative people and lying ass people alone. And that's on everything. Time is too short. Days are too short. And life is too precious to be wasting time on foolish people and with foolishness. And that's on everything, y'all. All right. So I've been on here 2 hours and 33 minutes. That's going to be it for tonight, y'all. I know I was just talking about every damn thing, but this is Free Fall Thursday. And I forgot to put my link up for people to come up. Hey, I'll do it tomorrow. Because y'all know sometimes I get up here on Free Fall Thursday and I just start talking and everything. And know this, anything that I told you here tonight, I basically have said it before, and I don't care about telling it, okay? And that's on everything. You want to be a successful person on YouTube, you have to let people know certain things, okay? You have to try to make a connection with your people that watches you, okay? You can't act like everything in your life is so perfect and everything in your life is so good. You got to let them know the real. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being fake. And here on Shay's Tube, sometime I will sit here and just talk point blank. But mind you, anything that I say on here, I wanted to say it, okay? And that's on everything. All right, I wanted to say more, but I don't want to offend anyone or a certain person or whatever the case is. So certain things I don't say on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Because, you do have to think about other people' feelings and things like that. I'm looking at this one. Okay, so they're doing something extra. What is Saturday, y'all? Saturday a holiday? Is this 4th of July weekend? Saturday? Let me see. The first is Friday. No, the first is Saturday. Yeah, it is. So that's why they're doing this. So I need to jump on this, jump on this, jump on all this shit that they're giving out extra. I do. What y'all doing for 4th? For the 4th? Because I may go to the beach. I may do that on the 4th of July and go walk on a pier, and just enjoy the sun and everything. I'll probably put on one of my little cute dresses and stuff and look cute that day and go out there and have some fun and hopefully meet some people or something. I'm definitely gonna try to meet me a dude though, because it's getting kind of boring, and I know a lot of people say, "Ooh, I don't need a dude." I don't need one, but it is nice to have a significant other. You know what I'm saying? To go to the movies with, to hang out with, to go to dinner with, to sit back, chill with. You know, watch movies and stuff, do karaoke with, just do some fun stuff with. This is fun, you know, to have another person with you, you know, to share life with. Okay, point blank. So, so hopefully I will meet someone and I can do all of these type of things because I get tired sometimes of hanging out, you know, just with myself, you know. But anyway, guys, we are getting ready to get out of here. I just want to thank everybody who came in here and dropped into my chat. I want to thank Ryan for coming to my chat. Lightbox for being a great computer. Okay, a computer moderator. And I do not control Lightbot, y'all, at all. I want to thank Don Player for coming in, showing some support. Done. Why are you using that picture, Done? I asked you that the other day, too, why you using this picture. Elisa, thank you for coming by, showing support. Girl, I hope you're doing all that homework, girl, and getting those good grades. Jedediah Gaming, thank you for coming by, showing support. I'm going to check you out tonight. I'm going to check you out, too, Ryan, okay? And I think that's it for my chat. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who came to my bushes. Okay. It's more than this number you see up here. This is never 100% true. I don't know why YouTube don't let you see that the actual number. You know what I'm saying? They need to update that and do that. And thank you to everybody who watches this in the replay. Y'all don't forget, if you like this video, you enjoyed this conversation tonight, do a thumbs up. Also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe below and hit the bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Check out my other videos that I put up, and I'm doing another Dollar Tree haul / whatever else I show you guys haul this weekend. And I'll probably put up another random video of something. Check out my shorts, y'all. Also, check me out on TikTok at ShadesTube. If you guys want to show support to this channel in other ways, you can do a Cash App to $ShadesTube. Another blogger was like, let me tell you this before we get off. Another blogger was like, he was telling all of the, I don't know why this won't come up here. Let's see. He was telling, wait, show this. Why won't this come off of here? Let me see if I can take this off real quick, y'all. Let me hide this real quick. Hide. Okay. He was telling all the content creators, people who, you know, channel holders or whatever, to do a what did he say? A Cash App, something with Cash App Friday, right? I forgot what he called that. I can't remember what he calls that, but I'm not going to participate in that. But I'm just saying, I thought that was a cute little idea to do that, you know, the Cash App Friday thing. I think that's a cute idea, you know, for people who want to do that. So hopefully everybody who do that, all the content creators who partake in that, hopefully y'all get those donations on Friday. All right. Anything else that I needed to say? I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to ShadesTube, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Tomorrow is Friday. Open panel tomorrow. Open panel. So we're going to talk about some good stuff, maybe even some crazy stuff. So I'll let people come up as long as you keep it respectful. You can stay up and everything, as long as I know who you are. Okay? You can show me yourself in the backstage. Okay? But you don't have to show yourself when you get up here and stuff. And we can do an open panel tomorrow. I'm going to try to come in here before 7:35. But if I can't, I'll come in at 7:35 Pacific time. And just say for I can't get back home in time because I said I got prior engagements tomorrow. I'll do that on Saturday. Okay? Saturday at 7:35. All right? Other than that, guys, thank you so much for staying and tuning in. Have a good night. Have a good Friday. A happy and a blessed Friday. Make sure you surround yourself with positive people. Okay? Not too many negative people. All right? Embrace positivity. Have a good night, y'all. See you guys later. And peace out. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.